my things on my share. Yes, sure.
This is going for a then I will expect it.
My name is Gambosa has a shame. The quite enough of your nation team. It's African near the corner. That performance in the Adequa MY. What does it? Into their coaching, there's also remember you. Now, so supporters, yes, we are magic. What does it?
Who said we have to coach and players in Sukan?
Oh, a bit for players. Coaching him, my country players, a bobosh and net. What does it? My coach is on that is more and farmer. Yeah, supporters in the beginning, and say, one share, compare that boy, my coach in every room. Because of the meeting. What does it? I know the supporters in the air house. Say 3 matches, no goal. One goal penalty. But what does it?
Matches
You're losing the
now come away, I 5.
No problem. But always a house in every ano. Yes, and in the first one share about news. What's your yes, defenders, what does it do? Players, everybody say, oh, what's your name? Because and yet me more for like him. The president can play more here. Everyone like him, boy. Who's the house of America? One point going.
Ubobo park fún a unya de fún what I say uko school fún a se uko school so papa de uko school de uko side to a o papa de uko school de uko side to a wa ko school fún uko school papa uko school pa and unya school papa what na
Uko se park ni na mo nsi
Park bono nimba Bono nimba
park ni so na point. Okay, then say na we dey also park ni na we use here. Na omu park ni na we here.
Park ni nyama. Tournament right, lawyer to say,
boss,
Solo be fine.
Maybe
Jamila be a course of come.
Very well.
All right, okay. Young Kwayen Semre say we have a lot to talk about. If you especially if you in some no doors, Amanani the SC will be a one will be a one. But it's similar we're beating.
Yeah.
Team events saying Cremonesi. Yeah. Dom rain by
oh, Muse no more league no more.
Tomaba, have you no maba?
Yes.
And Kwashe you. Aden. Okay. Ruben Amorim says that Manchester United gave the game to Fulham after their 1-1 draw. Say Man United game they Fulham. Okay, then Arteta happy with performance and the attitude of the players. Unai Emery hopes his good relationship with the transfer target Nicolas Jackson will be enough to see him sign for Aston Villa. Okay, we miss simple things. Pep Guardiola. Barcelona won their second straight game. Milan are a terrible team according to Fabio Capello. Gary Neville say Man U performance, it opens up an old scar and show the need for a midfielder before the transfer window shuts. Okay. ekudada no mo akuprem kwada na akupra kudada no okay Guy Neville say yes and no kind of Anslot says he does not have sympathy for Eddie Howe over the Isaac affair but has revealed that his Newcastle counterpart is the only Premier League manager he texts. Okay, it is safe to say that Pierre Company is very proud of his son Bayern Munich boss Vincent Company winning their kick. I just saw something say Bukayo Saka will be off for between 3 and 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I just asked me who said a flash show baby. In 3 and 4 weeks. That's how I started being. Okay. So you be feel so nim sem se koto kwa kuhwie e wo top 4 makuhwie ma but omo anya de kra ma na de kra o hwe ya ye nim guase kra so hwemu a se wakobo matches miensa na wanya draw back kra nzen tan to Asante kotoko in a tournament menya chokrasi BSC dawo se wako tournament na ya bobo 1 2 3 wanya draw back kra ni nyina ye show emzo mche go 1
yeah 1 goal
that
was in the first game
dwene kakra dwene pa na emse nsem no doso denti na ebose basa players no mtotoye na omomo modern ana coach no na nhihye wo mu yie ana say pre-season tina
say be teams in so ahoden
e was so ana say kotoko players no ma bre ana say chese di asem kra
brand the players na per ma ka che technical
so
oh yes after the Heart of Lions game no
okay no amzo ma bre
there was a meeting.
Okay.
And Kwame Poku spoke on behalf of the team, the players. And they told the technical team that Omabre.
And Omkobo World Club Championship.
So almost a year season, Omanya break bia. And yes, I can't Muguma and Bobo friendly.
Yeah, no Sunti. Didi Damani, the also Omre, Tino, and Kodani T. Nasem. And they played, also then, I'll say, they respect their opponents and play to their strength. Okay, Gaka so swebi. One more mankind tournament nemrano. And then de. Nano yebeken kanwa. Otiasia. Wa mumpenyi for ne kosan.
Yeah.
Eji tumze si ni enyano. Because kobo bi obabi. Ewi ani abo penalty and ma points. Mo de omkwaji tumu se penalty and ma points. Ti ewi ano baby ani ade o ma de mpede de bia no pay. Johnson opon bi so din wa ha ene de keken ka baba aye 9:45 na ebe se e pese nundu pepepe no na odi asi ti no yankin kan sham zem ban sheshi
What
jodi ka se bia ye wa semo
all right tinti anopay ye konkofon kroso na ensem a edi adencheche someone pay e bumfumpa e onkofon kroso no ye de honsem ato anim ensem no doso ene anopay nemom de dise fata sehwe na wotie ena ye de esumo ene anopay ensem no doso de dise fata no nyina ye de ato Oyerepa TV on Facebook, Oyerepa Radio on Facebook. Send a comment to me, Basia. Na yabakin kanina. I'm on Sadia Sam and Sadia Efata. Yes, Sam F Spain. Na Hans Flick at the Atuja say Mark Casado or a part of his team. Mark Casado or a player. Sebastian Tiabuasi na yam possible and feature onimye enti in the course of the season ye be more at the Mark Casado ye can Barca seminum onim se omunya win a super comeback and omunya ye over the weekend emra omote Laventi ebomo 3-2 Hans Flick at the Atuja say the boys no performance from the start of the game nanya bad and omulusu concentration in the course of the game nina e kan opi and ema amu consider sa 2 goals no officer going forward enye de bia and Barca ebenya salak no okofem ekamienum na afo asore abetete kanom eno aye ensema odi ato no boys nanim na Hans Flick de atudwa se oya akoda awo Barca de oka achawo ne se awo se onya abotre nyesi de bia na ojama usi akan se game bi ho na wa mobia eno nche se onka ne plans ho abotre ene wo se onya Mark Andre ter Stegen wo pra na nano eno koye surgery de mensaka echemsa kokoko piema na chase name bibia ebe koye awo honoma mede atu onim na odi atudwa se ono no de onim ene se bibia ebe koye ade ama team no na mama aba compete with a goalkeeper and Prempren Odem Garcia onim se Espanyol goalkeeper and Barca eto no summer transfer window or say second round of the season aba compete boy no eno ayan sama free one etodwa and no pay Hans Flick after say onya that win against Levante in some way and odi etodwa.
We showed that the team how Levante will play. So they defend. Of course, it was the first goal we scored helps a lot. So we get the confidence in front of the box, but it was till the end. It was not easy to.
Mariko Madrid asuena fe yeni nkomo ewo Madrid anopay onim say against Real Oviedo. Na Madrid and Oviedo story no in 2012. Memo details nemo anopay Tapi Alonso and Ebo Rodrigo and Afe Franco Mastantueno Abaso with a Motimba 2 players a done a dear Enra or say Enra Rodrigo Ebo good football and link up play our side ho na a super no say Franco Mastantueno Akukudro Akodana Ten ball any energy or your present and future for the club and Motimba or done a dear or not as a manager Nani Aswadi and a Uyin Frim no si o se o Franco Mastantueno dubabi na se bre etimi aba obia eye important our club num enti na our se otimi emam owura no eti abagina home eno yansema fi Champi Alonso na so etodwa na Madrid abusuam ode video way abeto so amame a picture mum fato so mame na fe yeni nkomo emra in 2012 ade be Real Oviedo na enra yase obi ya ade mawa na wadanase enti enra Oviedo fans no eda Madrid fonase emra Madrid team no aya rival e was stadium ho na nyasem ketwa Real Oviedo fans koko share team na nyasem ketwa enti the picture no abeto Oyerepa TV no so na fe ya enjoy in 2012 onim se Madrid abusuam $330,000 and amate ema club no $330,000 esika amate ma Real Oviedo emra na team no bankrupt anisa na Madrid team C no La Fabrica forum donate justice ni adiade ete ema team na ye don sem eto anim ene anopay Santi Casola enra obaya adwuma ete ema team no na on the video obon se oruanom asifem na enye omo hageno na enyasem kitokra ewo ehonoma ya don some na atu anim ene anopay na the highest paid 11 in Europe in 2012-2025 say ena esi etia aya Manuel Neuer 403,846 euros and ojem now Trippier Trent Alexander-Arnold ono atosumienum Virgil van Dijk David Alaba Lucas Hernandez Mohamed Salah Gali Afe Casemiro and Jude Bellingham and so ekaho obenya Vinicius Junior and Erling Haaland Kylian Mbappe way the highest paid 11 our Europa ya don some atu anim and anopay Olerian Chouameni a player Emma Madrid na Olerian Chouameni sa naniaje with a motimba anra wamadana day was with the likes of Franco Mastantuono and afe other players the motimba wamadana day against Real Oviedo a continuous improvement I was homotim improve na fenima koye Emma team na anra after the game Champi Alonso and in some way etuja emra or Real Oviedo as an
I think we played a very good match. In the first half, we kept a really high rhythm, both with and without the ball. We were very dominant. At times it was difficult because Oviedo set deep, but we kept up the tempo. We knew we had to keep going in that direction. In the second half, we dropped off a little bit because Oviedo pushed forward. It was hard to maintain that high rhythm. Still, from defense, we won the ball back, we transitioned well. The last 2 goals gave us that 0-2 and the calm we needed. Overall, it was a very solid performance away from home. Very complete, with great team attitude on and off the ball, playing like a unit. I really liked a lot of what I saw. Vini came in very well and was decisive for the 2 goals that brought us.
Eno aye Chapi Alonso Newcastle United pesa omosan Atletico de Madrid talisman Alexander Solut Diamete HMC Sekoban se Alexander Isak engana adwen se obeto so a omo gidie in a boy se oba obetimi aboa ama Newcastle United anymore aye sharp now yan fi Spain na fe yan come awo England anopay Wayne Rooney ana di atudwa se ono afutuo a odi ema Manchester United and say a dear ohunu enrano Manchester United here another striker and a midfielder to compete afi and Wayne Rooney now oko former Manchester United defender Guy Novo na so ya I say on Jindi say afi 2025-2026 Onana eka team no plans ho ebeya Onana mpebe before from entime enko Ruben Amorim eti atudwa say a game no omo a ena eti ema Fulham ema 1-1 etime eba officer the team no could have done better and ora osiga adwuma ema Manchester United Ruben Amorim na after the game and central for Wisan on Kobe Manu why one more game to be I say he's fighting for a position in the team with Bruno Fernandes.
It was a tough match. I think when we scored the goal, we forget about maintaining the way we should play. We were just thinking about maintaining the results. We want to win so bad that we forget about maintaining the possession, try to push the opponent. We just gave a little bit.
Henry na suya na ose oye happy say ebereti eze wafi team num na babia na awono that is Crystal Palace on Jindi say ene Arsenal abane dia Arsenal aremanum ani babia ebereti eze obekono enka our Crystal Palace enka onya sadia no Arsenal abman a lot Arsenal abman football no yahumo ene ensema Henry ati atujam afa ebereti eze ho Mikel Arteta ati atuja seche boy no amanfo say oh he hijack deal ene adada that be nyasa na site boy no camera total Press and any didn't come out of our phone a framing enemy didn't come out Jamaica and say he's welcome to Arsenal or a lot to offer for the club and he some Uranum at the Atuja after say I'm with Leeds United about Leeds United 5-0 Mikel Arteta the way agent central for.
Yeah, it's very good. Obviously, it's very special, the first game of the season at home, and we wanted to make sure that we started well, that we started to get that synergy, that connection with the supporters, and start to feel the confidence of playing at home again. And yeah, great results, the clean sheet, and some very important debuts and first goal scorers for the club. Yeah, it's very important, I think, to get off the mark, and for Victor as well, the way he took the first goal, very, very impressive.
Mameko Aston Villa suye Demetini Christopher Nkunku air striker Emma Chelsea Obeka say why outcast team num say amon fa nya hwe Chelsea ho Jean Pedro ho Liam Delap ho Demetin HM say Unai Emery's Aston Villa Dombe Bia say Christopher Nkunku and say Nicholas Jackson ambefom baako no abeya adwuma ede amatim no kane tuku Mecca me no ka say wadu Germany mamu ho abusuam oko finalize the deal to Dortmund Bibia abe done very soon Chelsea Alejandro Garnacho de minimnie one Xavi Simons omo 2 players omo twa nim say ombe wie omo deal no and sample and a summer transferring in the prono yaka ede atum ebereti eze why interview with Arsenal omo team no na Arsenal media na nkomo twetwe no ebinie.
Special, man. That's it, man. You can't really explain the feeling, but forever grateful, man. That's how I feel. That would be me for life. I would say I still haven't fully processed everything. I'm just floating right now. I think I'll go home today and go over everything, speak with people, and then it'll start to settle in. But I know what this thing is. I know what it means. I know where we've come from as a family. And
you know something, when it was happening, the thing is that.
Eno aye ebereti ezeyanko Manchester City netana ake after say amrusu 2-2 Tottenham Spurs or say and dear was the City here and say I'm finding a way how many teams are I'm press high no ebe bom eno aye Juma e was a team no aye Galatasaray aye Dombe Bia say yenwe wiki na Ederson Manchester City goalkeeper no abaye Juma ama Galatasaray Sport Club now Pep Guardiola reaction after that disappointing performance against a Tottenham Spurs. Pep.
I had the feeling it was a little bit better than the result, so we start well. We conceded a goal like could happen, but the simple things, I miss the simple things with the ball. We lost with the quality they have that individually our simple things with the ball, we miss it, and that's why, of course, they can transition, and after, of course, score.
Pep Guardiola and Sama Atuja Thomas Frank at the Atuja said it was a solid performance against Manchester City. Thomas Frank.
I think this is one of the most difficult places to go to in the Premier League. A City side that needs to bounce back from last season. You can see they came with everything, and I think before our goal, I think without them dominating us, they were more on top overall in the game. But we stayed in it. We're solid.
Now, onslaught at the Atuja Liverpool against Newcastle United. I was set of a victory, and now for only 6 out of 6 now. Yanko Italy, Fabio Capello at the Atuja say on the year and an air Cremonese away to Milan. Na Ukraine, I say Milan team no, I say Dabi, and Milan in ye. Ono Fabio Capello the Don Milana onimno enyenye Max Allegri also atutu niema ye se otifie na Cremonese about 2-1 there. They could have done better. Jonathan David Atuja said Nanianje the first game for Juventus na wase go ofisi abeto so na finima koye ama ono Jonathan David Randa Kolo Mwani Demetini onya happy cry and they were pile lie ningina mo say a day na sie say officer ba Juventus lima dim come on mayema adwese mebo ama Juventus sika Paris Saint-Germain form muko to 70 million euros and muko to Juventus ready say 55 on metua Mosemonje and a reporter e banana me catch us ni manja Matic obeko Serie A no akoya juma ama Sassuolo me na okasei wadu medical center wa okwa medicals ama team nom come for say and playenka summer transfer window Nico Pass on Kobebia homonto Nico Pass afi and samam efi koma so ye etoja and pay Vincent company I say are you happy with performance na mananten eden die na Bayern Munich supervisory board no ombeshia ene na ombe assess summer transfer window so far Max Ebel Juma why so far Nina ombe drinking NFA operation win the Champions League with Vincent Kompany and his squad Nina ombe drinking ho ene anopay ya Johnson atin phone close nsem no SC on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM boss player Ebasisia na the wise men no atrasi nemum in the meantime you didn't come on with Kangen Energetic drinking water nsuo nbi ho a meka on say table yi aso white ya de pepaso na ya kama nemum Kangen de nde ye nom etina Dr. Otowo Bakse obi onom Kangen bebere no ya de eya na enkan ho nam dua no enti anopay mento na nsem no bebere mijai ama Kangen na fe anopay odo bewuram bibia ensu papa ensu a kama director base ensu a ni anom nsuo na bibia fine director good morning baba bibia fine me adom aha anopay minidi yo Kangen eno Kangen dey boa Kangen condition Kangen dey boa yes all right anopay nso ye be chia ahwefo na afa etiefo na ye chia mo afa na ya welcome mu to Kangen aso ye na anopay no niam ye pese ye dwene ho no very very important de bia me kan say
knowledge is power and say otena homa afei obi wohwe oman a etumi ana oman a mpuntuo ekoso oman ne konkan pa no omo ye oman a ya omutai kenkan eye research ehu niamemu eno no eboa ma otumi hu say this is going to help you or this won't help you nti de bia meka legend or even a jakra ye de yeduane ya shifting from fossil fuels, that is firewood ne charcoal. Adenti a also say jana de bia na ma opa na ase ahye na ase ni nyina ye black. Eja no kra no salt mu say e red, e acidic. Say you use gas, petroleum gas. Gas no salt mu say o adjust ya na fe aye blue. And this morning gas na aye blue sa no eno no ye alkaline. Into we fossil fuel na e ma acidic red na eno emma ebia niama ye black niama ye tum no blue no enyesa you can put the pan on the gasoline but you didn't get that ye wo insuo be ye miensa e wa ha na the first one I mehwie no e carbonated drink nti ubie so ha me bie so legend oti unhu color bia it is colorless but ye behwie kakra na afi ni ye de yen pH tester no attest ye wi a ye de ORP meter so a check ye wo niama ahodo adwo akra the pH tester no so de da enti unhu say the first one for bear 2 drops can good first one no we nso man bear 2 drop middle one first one carbonated drink legend sa niama yi udi a ma wo system no the inflammation eba the oxidation eba you see oxidation na chesa ade no ewe na chi inflammation ne chese damage you cells na damage cells na anope me ba studio na me farm AI me smartphone na me inflammation enti born again was infoni wo inflammation ne chese wo ho na wo body wo skin baby aye red na baby ahono sa inflammation ne chese wo cells ne wo tissues no damage no na ye we aduane ahodo a ema sa wo cells no damage sa aduane ne ye junk foods acidic carbonated drinks eka ho adenti na ye cancer we carbonated drinks legend kale bia me bia so ti but your testy pH no one say ye hwe ni miensa ni nyina is colorless but it say it is highly acidic. Now over our smartphone now test the pH of carbonated drinks e betra will say 2.5 3 these things go and cause inflammation na mom kangin water ya test ya no pay and then more bluish purple color and he is seriously alkaline anti-inflammation na born again edi infoni atu screen so or say say part of the system no pathogens are introduced damage cells and irritants after my next flyer and born again diane edit sa pathogens ne damage cells ne eba ne ehwe dia edi apomuden papa eba say diane no ye hwe ye na niam mienu my diane ne the food until you see when the heat pain redness swelling tumors aniam ne loss of function and then here inflammation after ehwe eduane a after edit sa inflammation eba niam to say junk foods de bia nipa no on the alkaline foods on the vegetables on the fruits de bia ye ba ye be kire say alkaline water na de ba kwa won say a natural medicine on its own instead say more medicinal no when you nutraceutical when you pharmaceutical a nutraceutical enti a natural and one kasa eboa wa pomuden menim say enche or the aduane mfoni no ebe man na no pay no ye pese ye san so test the ORP ne kire say ade no ewi na achi anase enwi na achi wo poto kasa em no ade e kra me ORP meter ORP ni kire say oxidation reduction potential enti anope maso you know ye the best screen so bon no betimi ama me aduane ne biem fine na me twa enti wo hwe aduane mieni yi a wa kire niama e fight inflammation any niama e cause inflammation enti first one na e left no ho vegetables bebrebe pineapple apple seeds vegetables ni fruits and me pa cho wo hwe ase na o see green leafy vegetables afi o say fish fish ni more healthy than even meat afi o say nuts afi watu aso ni niama eboa avocado oil pear oil la yenya every pear mu o chese sa niama no it fights against inflammation and on the right hand side the legend ema ye niama e cause inflammation. First one or say fried foods, soda, red meat, carbohydrate, processed foods, foods with added sugars, unhealthy oils, dairy, excess alcohol. Yento aso good. Sa nyame anopeya na legend mi google. You want say drink ni ya cover. Ya mpesa wo kase kanji mfo abeka say wonum sa drink here. the inflammatory ebro there be kanjin the air can say yen so no focus more on building a healthy system. Legend say we sorry na why exercise dey bia eboa anti-inflammatory. We sorry na wanu nso a pH ne ye better eboa anope answer na meda ne fidie na ama obi a wanu nso no for over 1 year. Awanye mu dance na opesa wa encourage ye no. Time ma so me ORP meter e wa ha born embra studio quickly. Enti studio ha no ORP meter no ubetimi akra bia to de bia the PA tester test. Legend me de shema my ahra de carbonated drinks ni o hair screen so ampacho zoom mami kakra bon zoom mami kakra zoom meter no so kakra me da say legend yenya 520 positive enti chere say ade ne ewi na achi we carbonated drinks no me de ba normal water no water nso nie enti water na ye de ahyem no legend 856 chere say inso you cry more harmful. It is oxidizing faster than even the carbonated drinks. Afe mame fambra kanjin water no legend. Oya kanjin no mo afe ade ana enam 800 no. Eso ete. Me the kanjin inso no kakra count because level ni ye lower than the other drinks no. Legend afe era negative mu negative figures. Negative 11, negative 15. Ade afe mame yin free kanjin mo ade already negative, negative 80. Negative 90. Let them me back to the water, the other water no. Let them say positive 800 and positive 900. Enti we chese we ewinachi so ewo market nipa no ye tom ema no enti me dane ama mi sa atakra na afi no ansa na obeba no yeah okay.
Paya kasa fa share numbers near 0241 44 9191 Pasha 0241 449191 and 0507 379474 0507 379474. I think that's all right.
Good morning.
Legend over to you.
Say una onim sata government. Che yemu na fe ye
Michiano bread boutique I think on Saturday.
Okay.
And I mean, my family I could pick up some pieces of bread. And I'm Michiano na kanjin bottle no. Already one mo say kanjin bottle na be see shelf. So I'm say are you the owner of this? And I say yes. And the rest is history. No wa hide me pe say
Mr. Takwa Kwaba.
Yeah.
Na to say.
Yes what do mo.
Oh fine. Na wo share kanjin way.
Michiano wo.
Yeah, but me can sue no.
Sue no.
We had an outtaining nka.
Last year. Me num belakwa.
We dey now no nsuo bi.
Me num nsuo bi. Belakwa na me num.
Okay.
Me chi ba bia me belakwa mento. Me ko pokto di se bi ni ho. Me ko piase bi ni ho. Na me te anamanye kwanta. Eti me slow down one man who says to be to nsuo. So never mpache wa me pe. Belakwa se bra me nya bi ma. But nsuo be fer kanji water.
And for the sake of Ngomana Edi no, and more nsuo di.
Yeah, we can add water.
And more being nsuo di.
That's what
I can na no nsuo.
Right. Also bra nsuo bi wa papa na obi anu bi o se ono me na pressure ko. So we sure. Say am so wow. And man bi na be coffee. Otuo. We started no nsuo no since last year. No tell malaria pa, but say malaria is gone. For 74 years.
70
74.
Wow.
To be active, Minanti.
Very active. When I say very active.
That's what word here. Minanomoda.
Wow. It's one of saying, oh, any day.
Anopa. We Pia Pontia. We remember my jam to Timika. To be a minimum of 3 or 4 times. Sadamada.
Wow.
First one, I made Dana do a number to so bear 4 or 5 times. But no catching water. No.
Go down, sorry.
Sorry. A sound sleep. To be honest with you, changing water there, my brother. Yes, my baby.
Fine.
Me knew about it, Unisata Cromenu.
Oh, okay.
But you were 16, no.
Say, you just guys what took and see I'm going to Scotland.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
About East Street, yes, yeah, one and show.
Oh, fine. Hey, 16.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm paying Papa, and on a last.
Wow.
There's a bit to assist in me Boba Papa, so baby, Obia. Oh, and you know, apart from such sound sleep near dear, no, then also be so copibinum. Dear Nebayama, if you are 74 years, but Oba Bema 10 dear. Oh,
so Papa, dear. Who says so the Unusubia, but can't you know? akana ne wo mu.
Okay.
Ye nipa ho adwuma.
Oh fine.
Nya sound sleep.
Oh fine.
Na malaria fever na me hu no. Emwa. So you have to water.
Matias. Mr. Takra.
Hello.
Yeda CP. Yeda se. Sina be sure. Asampetia. Obenye dase. Yeda se pa se. Eja ya ye kan ba bi wo omo nyindi. Nti wo sei aba ma. Ene wa kire wa kiri kwan.
That's right.
Ena se bi de umpanyi adu bi no beti ba ba dada se ko de ko kan sembi. We kwa ya se nanu ya na wu papa yi.
Mimi ya last Saturday.
Ono be top pan wo ho.
Ya me ko shia no.
Ono so be top pan wo be bia me top pan no na me hu se okra kanje.
Oh fine.
Ena mbisa ne se na we nso e.
Okay.
Oh fine.
Sata kwa dase. E dase ndi kanje no na wo ho no. Ba bi bebre na bi wo mu kwa solo be kire di aka no. Na so apebia no 74 years.
Oh you very smart. Video ni na born crowd ya
74 years. 74
very very smart.
Eja na me shaw.
Very active.
Na me shaw. E say e na mranti abe nje kwa na edita down. Be za adwum pass utim. We ni papa no so ka ho. Tinya me shaw. Ya da CP. Alright solo. So what there? 74 na o de senti. O ye na ma bia nya jai. Okay, all right. Okay.
Yes, Amen Scientific Hospital, the best alternative medical hospital. I want a bibrim stroke ya de awo honsem and afa ya de chronic diseases no and Amen omo ye ho adwuma yie papa. Odo ani chemo Amen aso ye omo de ugina mfidie ne so eyi ade ani pia enu no ye aduonu nan wo mom ade bi ebe kan no wasa ya de e wo Amen Scientific Hospital kuma se atwema tachiman kwada so fo ase ekwan so Ghana have branches no edu nwotwe na yato apete ba bia bewura bia no wo de fa ya de ne ko stroke fertility and chronic diseases. Amen Scientific Hospital, the number no 0277 00 1234 0277 001234. Odo Tobi Rural Bank Esebra na ono ena the trusted financial partner. Our this sikema na dia kwhye odwumadi a wodi mu se upesika e the real business im na loan and apa Obodo Tobi na so ya o ma loan ni bi ene ni tususu 60 days obebo sika no emprema akomako enum e de amount for the amount loan, salary workers loan, susu loan, cocoa loan, microfinance loan, funeral and social loans, transport loans ni nyina wo ma obi na so ya branches no Kumase ne Asante mantemu ade e wa happy head office e wo Jacobu Obuasi Tutuka police station be kwai your post office ne hwe ni mu Krofrom ye wo Adwin Kwantaroma Hill ye ni total police station dia ni hwe eija yani Victory Baptist Church edian mhebu akwa your credit union dan mu Santas runabout ye be la Vicus Hotel asonse yani edwanom ena edian mhebu akwa Ogoi filling station Agrikins my be lorry station no Bantman MTN office edian mhe na tafu former so ba ho a ubewo do Tobri Rural Bank e ho friend number si na ne ndi sawa so na be gilo ni bi 03220 91454 and 0243 710 784. A Promoting Herbal Clinic and some from nano perfani yadi nyina ebrana say glaucoma, eye pressure, cataract, eye syphilis, long and short sightedness. Oba a Promoting Dr. Sam ebeye wani no adwuma e de amount was so ba obema bema na peja na wo de akofie eno partner e de akodinhia mu you so follow soldier for kwan so Assemblies of God asori no na hwe ni mu ope ho and a Promoting Herbal Clinic e wo your number 055109 8961 0551 09 8961. Grow fine. Herbal tonic num grow fine. Ebe mo ahoɔden mapa. Nipadua benya ahoɔden nsano nan. Ebenya ahoɔden oba onsabu achi problems eba no. Onum grow fine adro na be ni nyina. E de free ho ubebu nsa na wanya na ahotom na wanya na sumdwema grow fine herbal tonic vitamins. E wo mema nipadua na ahoɔden na no bi e na otwa. Ebebu ababi eto no e wo memu abi abenya grow fine adro ni bi atododo no o ko digital herbal clinic o Kumase Amakom runabout ye ben Bank of Africa 0244 596532 0244 596532
6532. Grow fine makes you grow fine. Knox Hotel Esebra Bedaho Asum Game Jumadi Apeso Dibiano Ubedi na Wediniye Oba Knox Hotel Adede Bianim Ninyane say accommodation no order them where na ho restaurant bar conference hall free Wi-Fi. The more spacious car park. Now first your more spacious place Oba wedding reception ho Asuka Olam Street few kilometers away from the Babara Sports Stadium and a Knox Hotel the number is 03220-24438 and a 03220-24162. Edek SM Bitter. Sisi adia low sperm count premature ejaculation bema but jumane boni ye nyatinka eso no partner ebedi shemu ye Edek SM Bitters. Chemical shops, herbal shops across the country. Ubenya Edek SM Bitters no ebi 0243 989-368 0201 044-221 Atwa Mountains bus for 5th September Baba Joe ticket Oyerepa FM TV Promise Radio TV funders now so waka train oni nyina akobompa number of agent muno 0554 449 595 0554 449 595 ABA Herbal Center, so for Tanono, so for Rastor Sibra, glaucoma, cataract, long and short sightedness, so more draw for Guadianim, Coco, and Quine, and so Bibia Udibiano, with a Fedronigum Udia, a cop now quatuan in so way, at the amount, prostate, liver, any kidney issues, Nina, ABA Herbal Center, so for Tanono, or to us here, at the Amaquada Sojana say, your main market at Chihonoma, Amangua Seona, a ho, and a Doma in Crosso, ye be Beneza Preschool, be Apia Kubi, call store, your number, 0541 565 199 0541 565 199 and a 0502 812161. Yati Kanje Hunsempi, Lizzie Hotel. Santase Runabout, Pakiki Organic Cafe, Ewo Stadium, Ashtown, Sumankwa Hini Junction, Okowa, Ubenya Soni Binuato, Brema UGC, Tafuni Road, Abawaru Junction, Honina Kanjen, and Magic Drinking Water, Hopi, Ko Nikopebito, 0241 449191, and a 0507 379474. First batch, commercials, yeah, the Abba Nano pay.
Solo, thank you very much. Yeah, that's it. What's a call you so wow? Because I had no be no, you know, changing now from sanity. Quick one, nafe. And could you bat nasi? They say the stories and I'm holding on and say, na so young comes a 4 year dune. I know if you ask them there about say, man, you for to say, oh, Matthias, say, will be at the old kind of bums. We see Milan there. We ain't another message.
Number one
anti oba adwuma 11 na dam do correspondent beba me na ba hye na dam ni nyina but Milan de e ho nkwa na mse ha adwene kakra
tene ma menye nyama
no gajibo yango
to ai anopa ye chia etifo ne ye na hwefo na ansa na ye be sha se mesew ai obi ato ye nkra anopa yi nti ma memfa fidie so na enkra otu ye ne yemmoa no na be ma boda ye hwe na ye mane nko nanim me yonku bi pa mene no na ewie secondary school class na oye adwuma won kan mi say for be virtually like be 5 years ni say wo me kumase nti anope no frame say wo ba be du kumase na kiwe program ayi nhia but won kan wo hwe program ne pa on fa ye program ni agro na ofema no the first time to kan ne say otie program ni bia ye kan ni kumase kwan asem na afi no waje di se uwo skabi da baby na ofan kan ni kumase kwan so na se kumase tun kan kwan so na wuduru pe ko yiska na faji woni
death trap
yes oso ofa kwan so hu se obenwuo chen kwa
just omo nam kwan no so no
o se wo hu afi no waje di so obenwuo chen kwa and ya kasa ade we ya obia mfanya asem to kanam so me ba me bisawo bra to da so VIP o
oho
da so say ya ka ba mu mpanyifo do mu ntie
do we come here then
omo ntimi nka se VIP buses na bi about 3-4 days bi omo mani ntusi anya kwan na amoma
ombetuma kan na aban beka se ugu na nim ase ahwa na
onye nim gu ase ye nyina ye bi
Ghana ha de sa na ti o
no say ne omo ye na aban ni timi ya se bebo aban na baso
yeah ba aban so obeye o
izo to ti o
nso omo ye finance minister na kan wasem
nso omo ye bi afa akiri
yeah
ba problem ne say
ko omo nye we ne kakra
ye we kwa ko mo ntare mu
yeah
so ati dem che no dan so mo be ja to se ye fufuro ti
ndi ja we
na egusu ekum nipa
na so be TBS accident asikwan
enura me sisunya ne ha ya du jama so to ka bia ekura nwa ne yi accident che sa manfo atu ogusu mo se sa nwa ne mo no itime de bia me kase do to nkan ni kuma se kwan ne de we nye politism nye politism ni pe fa so ede no elinki ye two most biggest cities nowhere and was as so am to ye wo man bi a ye wo kwan elinki ni two most biggest cities a eye kwan fon te se ye di iti mesere se omonhwe no monkan ti wi a mehia me yonko no yes matches cross over the weekend na mzuto match bi e course bia no na edi se fata se wo se wadaje na wo hwe yo anase woni je ho na akotena wo hwe yo na edi se fata se wo ye na makase season ewa yenye nu baabi o yenye nu baabi a na me sa kan wa se ade ba ko football a kire me pam zoto since am di football achi ne say since our club started so mu take pre-season serious ma obi amfa pre-season enjage ni team time abet me di pre-season ajage team when your opportunity aben coach coach team no na wa kire okwan ya wo fa so ahye ni team e dey be season no but say team bi ekọ ni pre-season no mo bobo o ti stadium o ti TV achi na wo gina sa ball ne so e dey jage team na benya problem
ada obi ya ibisa
o si on see start season o ze nyoma asesa o ana won o ze nyoma asesa
sa I wa me
e ka say e pre-season start here no na wo kwa start na obo atetachi o na say the Arsenal si bobo no but only a sign of a good team me this is my belief football club will be am to o success just a season you find a lack say a book competition na me to e be a one season bi na obeje league ma me fa dream self in example to see a boy Africa here dream self si foko do semi final na manfo start Ghana football ye na dream self for dey omo ye the Ghana football ye de omo ye na ye fa ne lack and the dream self omo way Mr. Tomoy, it's a good side be an at least a year so we are consistent for a certain period. Anya we kran dey 3 continuous seasons. Are we competitive? So one je kran na we closer to winning. It is how fast na team na. So the one season judge Arsenal, they are not the one game judge Arsenal. You are wrong. Because in the last 3 seasons, so we City we Liverpool last 3 seasons City agi 2 Liverpool agi 1 Premier League na team away closer to City ni Liverpool ye Arsenal eti eden Arsenal ko bo 1 pre-season bi na mso to e bi oni Tottenham bi oni Newcastle bi osi enu nti Arsenal season ni nkoyi we are wrong yes me gitu me say sometimes it is said dansie etimi dwurigu ba wo ye ni ye diam to utimi to aso mane koso enti ye be chance if remember that no first game the early kick-off Manchester City and Tottenham Hotspur Man City team no me maka say ade ba kwa about Pep Guardiola a me hu say why bi da and say Guardiola ahihye team na me so to team no edu stage a age agu na sa Guardiola ya sa dani team no ama team na sa ba ye competitive to set time obefa team no me hu say Pep Guardiola bi da. It's in a difficult challenge as a coach. The City team no coach no. After what happened last season, also the normal Guardiola we know. Zoto, Guardiola at Barcelona. When Oliver Barcelona no, So that season they had played in the Champions League semi-final and at Chelsea show mo. And them so much the Spanish La Liga. And ofi a call sabbatical leave before we joining Bayern Munich. Ofi Bayern Munich no. They had played at the quarter final or the semi-final of the Champions League. Not say a Bundesliga champion. But now we had the standard that Bayern Munich are setting now. Even though for no do match Bundesliga, but expectation, especially Bayern team no money so bet me Champions League with Pep Guardiola. Or no realizing we say, baby I do it. SM Jemu. Then at Manchester City, the only time I see convincing Pep Guardiola in Manchester City. It's my mentor so. At this stage, Mr. Tosi Wojina bencher. You don't see a Pep Guardiola and the energy level was low. And so almost a Pep Guardiola ni jina bencher. A show signs of worrying. Ayana said the nyom Messi kono and Shadam Kuyi. Young Manchester City team no. Mr. Two. For City at their peak period under Pep Guardiola, not for the current Manchester City team. Every single season in the last 3 seasons, who said the quality level of the Manchester City team to drop it. For last season, Omobe started season Omolusu Julian Alvarez 2 Atletico Madrid because Alvarez episode in your first team football. Alvarez was the replacement for Haaland. Sometimes what Mimbo Alvarez and Haaland crabum. In the summer, one top player be able to replace Alvarez or Chenya till the winter and look for Mama Mush. Banama for referee say Alvarez na yekana asem zoto how big a competition be aye no e change how our players if you know say player ko bo World Cup no agi World Cup a zoto adwena wo de bebo league no enya bi no obi a wo bo ebia Bundesliga na Super League Tama Julian Alvarez ka Argentina team no mo je World Cup no mo sa kwaji Copa America na adwene na sesa the asesa kodu ni say wonya believe to win obu o half no be chase. Yes, Mamouche goes. But so uto Alvarez na go fa Mamouche edne ba. Udo mo me no to nsaniania. Bisoto Mamouche nduru Alvarez. Iti quality no what so kakra. City dominance period there was one position and a very key. Their right back Kawoka. Bisoto hwe Kawoka ene ba bi na City ababedu. Who the share? Maybe a City free right back ne baby no mababedu. Even their method. Nico Gonzalez, Rodri. If Rodri is not there, the gap between Rodri and Nico Gonzalez, it is say Kumasi to Kentampo. Emuwa. Eti so far City team ni say wo sesi na aside Pep Guardiola team no, who said the quality level not dropping. This was a team at a point omubo game ane mu yeden a. Senya Foden our former Obama so to know the Riyad Mahrez never. Riyad Mahrez na ye kana asem no. At a point team here na Leicester G Premier League no. He was the best player. It is City team na nyoma jegu. Even Tijani ran the squad Kevin De Bruyne. So to eyi wo mu kakra. Ti me kan say omni Wolves game no. Scoreline in the data but me born am hwende I was not impressed. To this Tottenham Hotspur team. One thing about Thomas Frank and his too, the team organization is one of his strengths. Shane Brentford, not only in the Premier League, but baby offer Brentford free in the Championship. Season after season, before Munya promotion into the Premier League. Also season be able to be and the team need improve. And a do point to be Premier League in the crown, Oko striker just Oko Brentford. Shedoya Bantoni. Shedi oye a Watkins. And they have Manchester United. Omukoto Mbromo say 18 bay. We say Newcastle for near Brian. All these players I'm to tell you about Mudino. And Kabaka some your ordinary players who it took a coach to model these players to compete at the highest level. And that coach is Thomas Frank. Tottenham did the money any winning mentality. It takes time. But after winning the Europa League, it changed the level of how our players need to journey. After my competitors, players more believe so much better than GBB. Show me team no to Makase, Van de Ven, Christian Romero. If they are fit, no bet me about even 80% of Tottenham games because last season, Omubo virtually like Omumienu Ebo at the same time. Omubo virtually like 41% of Tottenham games. Out of the 41%, no boy, Omumienu ball together as their two first choice centre backs. No, so Omu winning percentage was 36.2. It's just with the two team no look stronger. One area they were lacking based on how Angie Peso won the ball and to getting a holding midfielder who is comfortable on the ball and at the same time obetimi sense danger. And kofa Palinya jini loan from Bayern Munich. Se betanka fitter to midfielders no mo ball na easily they can obetimi abo under pressure. Inside they have a runner or Ponkwa Kuma. Obetimi atumrika wo park no so from the first minute to the last minute. Eti offer mo 3-man midfield na so it's like a midfielder. It will help the coach a lot. One thing omo ni a bench. Omo be mo to replace them the quality of players at the bench. But they Tottenham Hotspur team. So a very good side and omo a very good coach. Comparing them to City, I think they are more organized and City a long season. Guardiola na kan or say it will take 4 or 5 matches for them to start playing to the star. But I think coach no Gina bench no Zutu onye motivated. Me I don't see Guardiola motivated. Ebi o Chinebi and no be motivated. Right. Arsenal so winning 5 against Leeds United. Good for Joe Carres. Joe Carres most strikers no. Bibia ni ho wo boma. Ubetimi dey define no mo chen go she. Joe Carres onye Luis Nazaro de Lima. Joe Carres onye Luis Suarez. Se sa strike say amebo modim so to omo abetimi create bibi aye bibia. They don't even need other player supply. But Joe Carres dey why te say car any fuel. Car ni si ho ba wan fa petrol nguma ontimi nko. It omo dey omo ye specific strikers omo dey are born to score. It is so game na ontimi nsha. One way abakasa wasa. Yes, Arsenal last season needed a scorer. Because one area at a point Arsenal so far, you get closer to the season. A do point Minami Merino and a boss as Arsenal for number 9, force number 9. Kai Habert Grand son say Nami Merino. No go for Joe Carres by. Makase to get the best out in Joe Carres. You need to locate his spaces. Don't be selfish. Say Joe Carres born no bono. Say be had no to Liverpool. Based on how Mosala, they say Najun say Oye a goal scorer. He was struggling the Liverpool team. Sana Bukayo Saka mabe. Say Bukayo Saka say who in injuries to the last 2 seasons was so far. Oye winger all get you closer to 20 goals per season. Based on number of goals for the man when he is fit. When he is out. So calculate goals for the man when he is fit. Now that time no ye on your fit. Now had the number of goals and Kubetimi Amawa. Say Bukayo Saka edusa 20 goals players nibi. And then the football is changing. To be recognized as one of the best and sign a bonus a ball no in Bonibino. Yes, just a wash a go. All these players to a do point that they need to sacrifice to get the best in Joe Carres. And Saturday no to actually in Arsenal game against Leeds United. The sign of a good team is even on a bad day, to Macau has a yem for one match and JJ side away consistent. The time Arsenal and Manchester Arsenal supporters were trying to condemn the teams. The sign of a good team is that when he's even in difficulties, he find a way to win. And on Arsenal Old Trafford no. They say 5 no motion, it will give them a smooth path. I'm to Edoma Twaso season year woman. Manchester United and Fulham game on mobile and Enra Kevin Cottage. Excellent 20 minutes for Manchester United. The first 20 minutes in there, I'm meaning Ukraine. So I Manchester United, I aside them out hope. So I feel the year drew. But I keep on saying, say, who a good sider, you need to stay in the game for a long period. Long period, no, how you control the game. And who your teams are they prefer to possess. How you try to defend. I will prevent two opponents from scoring. It's a Benya side that Ebi are building as a defensive side. It's almost the NSS prevent two opponents from scoring. And also the how to control games control the ball, especially from the midfield. Said the bear opponent ne magye ball ne monfa pressure mouse. So on the match no. It is over just 20 minutes out of 90 minutes. You are not a good side. Especially when you name star. I'm the Toriko game in him. And no baby a Manchester problem one. Yes, they are buying players to see the style of the coach. But Makasa de we na afa na man for temase. Time na Real Madrid for here central midfielder. Because you that argument say Real Madrid here central midfielder. Enye Bruno Fernandes. So you to Bruno Fernandes to become your central midfielder. So on control games mawa. Wakoto another profile. Enti Manchester team no afa no Bruno Fernandes bebo number 8. Zoto ko Smith Rowe go no. If you play Bruno Fernandes as a double pivot, say aside all the attacking qualities to the team, defensively he should be good. Ko be a Smith Rowe na be wo ball na be na Bruno Fernandes di ejina. No kura wa asem ni say looking at teams now, Manchester person almost in the Premier League and the kind of midfielders omo any the omo coaches na ye omo no. This Manchester United midfield cannot compete. That is the truth. And team compete that. Especially Mizoto. Casemiro is like Mizoto me can say he's only enjoying his salary at Manchester United. Adia Manchester for the two omo ho Casemiro ho ne say about Real Madrid, waje Champions League or experience. But Mizoto dey partner offer to the team. If Manchester United are able to spend 70 million, 60 million, another 70 million to build the attacker, one area is so key, which is their midfield. They need to spend. Okay. Because other clubs, when Arsenal needed a midfielder, he can allocate danger. Oman go twist can go to Declan Rice. It's a quite team. Makasa coincidence is a problem. And Amorim them say the team you cannot play 29 Premier League games and get 28 points. The oil no Zoto
nebra besi
the oil no Zoto Adechi and he's getting worse than Ten Hag. Ten Hag no onye bad say you. But we will enjoy time no buy enche. But when you watch the team carefully Zoto, when you watch the team carefully, even sometimes in substitution the problem and in selection the problem. Who the same pony number 8 aboko menu. Because Kobmenu at that position will do better than Bruno Fernandes. She stage be an Manchester here go time of full and for share go born money 1-1. What do you got to be a day? What did be a day? A year or Bajoka Kirby on a man for Bissabisa question. Enra a Saturday Milan
Creminosi.
Oh, very bad resource. And Makase. Allegri no Mizutu and no Saturday no problem kaka. Problem I want to say. Say Ostrika ne Jimenez. Okay. Jimenez nye Sesco. Strikers no mutimi hold ball no. Jimenez dey na say otete defenders na no akogina baby. Two defender wani mra ho so no. Na okoda dada. Sa strikers no kwa be na be fa so afidi wo mo. You need creativity around them. Okay, Uko game no need Rafael Leao. When you look at Modric, yes, Modric might not play for 90 minutes, but Obama excellent 60 minutes. Now would they look at Modric ababe jina u deep line playmaker. Now player who expecting to say Omobema strike and supply, a love to stick any for fana. Better now we are possible. Ewa bra season Mizoto Omakoto Adon Jaksari. Samuel Ricky can play the moderate position as a deep line playmaker. Jashari na make na say no.
Wa mana mo bi.
O didn't be second half. The kind of yes, the kind of profile or selective for the game, especially when you need goals from a striker now. So love to stick for Fana at an advanced role to supply Jimenez. I am a mismatch. Okay. But a man for say, "Oh, you coach her." I'm saying the first game be we share newly promoted size. Na Onyade. In his the last train against promoted size, Mzoto, or lose 2 before Milan there, or lose 2. Ewa Milan, or lose 1. Ewa inti. No, so say Real Madrid for so say. Yeah. I want say Real Madrid supporters any aje. La Liga no. Zoto ayi Marcus Rashford asem na dynamic no. Marcus Rashford asem na dynamic no. Zoto the thing I say the coach ni Hansi Flick. Once I catch you say the Barcelona style and Marcus Rashford to take time. Yeah. But the Ebema Marcus Rashford and what so near ni that so ne say. So utimi ye Rafinha ye, utimi ye Fernando Torres ya, ebi obey Marcus Rashford ye.
Obey Sano. Zach.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a very busy weekend with games of course. So Napoli starts on a very good note. The champions and almost started very well, winning. And once again, the best Serie A's best player once again in McTominay as also started show for Napoli. Then Kevin De Bruyne and so Juman at the moment. It's so too now a very good start for Napoli in the Italian Serie A. So too Cremonese equal San Siro. Meaning why in Chechirumbe the Milan team are not just good enough. So if you watch them, first goal na Cremonese, you see when players like Pavlovic, when he defines the problem Milan are facing now. When a team reaches a level where they celebrate Pavlovic, they say he's good enough to say and Pavlovic. Someone first goal, under no pressure, and a ball by he had about a case of space to control the ball and give a pass. Sakwano or Clebo or under no pressure, or be a man who and a defense going by. If today you are playing a football match serious in 2025, now 3 center backs Pavlovic, Gabia, and to Moria. Come on, you are a mid-table team. That is where Milan is today. And they have to accept it. Say, baby, and the football agree. No, go and look at their competitors. And if you watch Juventus, you center backs here, Bremer, so look at Bremer, Ejnawa. Now compare Gabia and Pavlovic to Moria. The gap is huge. Look at Napoli. The gap is huge. Inter Milan. The gap is huge. And then the Milan situation, no. Unse do be ahwe ya team no eduru bi na ahonkyere be say ya you celebrate every mediocrity we oyado enso da bi yet Kroma say na Jashari cannot even bench Luka Modric. So if a 39-year-old is still good enough to start ahead of Jasharia, it defines your transfer and what Milan are doing. Until I'm not surprised. Na nyamo kwa. Say Cremonese. Ekwe say Junam Kwe no. E was San Siro. Until I'm Cremonese for Abaso. They did very well. They showed say Milan team no and just good enough to compete at that level. In terms of so yamo Abaso for that one up performance na the ends ho. Kylian Mbappe has started once again. And so too I'm say league in the a bad for any player to stop Kylian Mbappe. And now he's at a club that can guarantee him the Ballon d'Or. Now, if he continues what he's doing, the next Ballon d'Or, no, Mbappe, and I'm so I like the way Alonso is trying to build a team. You see, he maintains the core guys in the team, then do 1 or 2 additions in the team. Adebakwana Madrid mofoni elake after Modric ayemre any Cruz every team someone to create in the middle. Vavadi is very good, Tchouaméni is very good, but we need elake creativity. Quickly now no that boy Adagula. And if you want to understand that Adagula, why Alonso have given that confidence, go and look at that first goal now Mbappe share no. After Tchouaméni attack ball no. How he was able to spot that hole no to give that pass to Mbappe, and what a turn from Mbappe. Just one touch from Mbappe, then he was facing the goalkeeper, Panya 1-0 for Madrid. Sometimes teams like Madrid, even when a Nyaman Koyen for more, they still have players like Mbappe that in one moment can decide everything for Madrid. It seems so I'm not surprised with how Mbappe is still show no. Then Vinicius from the bench also a weird man. Edma Muntimadate started on a very good
note. Sending him a message from +49 Germany. Now honestly, me who ni pakrodi or say a friend Kenya
okay.
Or say this is a direct Buga analysis by Zakito on striker.
Oh.
One of your brothers say offend direct Buga.
Oh, I didn't know.
Wakaza from Manchester, you know. Is also we deal with this similar. Sanu Huno, I'm not saying it's right.
Okay,
Napoli umba for you. Oh, umba for you.
Ramani never saying. Oh,
one Jesus.
One Jesus.
I know where. And I to see now can Lloyd Kelly, a Kalulu. And I got
Kalulu is covering Gadam.
Kalulu almost enter back. Obo say right wing back.
But he's a defender.
Kalulu is a defense.
But Obo right wing back.
Obo got in here. You know, Kelly not to bench to Newcastle. Anyway, Mouse Kelly.
And I said,
oh, when am I?
Yanko.
Only
But Yanko, Yetio.
Aha, and tell me the pass.
Yetio.
It was Ambrano.
Yetio.
One time, Musato.
Direct Buga.
Musato, the Premier League should be referee should be consistent kakra. Unsa na born mame Aston Villa ne Brentford. Video na me the man say now then you see situation be they have to be consistent every week. Yes, that is where people have issues. So omo Brentford go na omanja no this go. The same just 1 week after the United Arsenal, the English referee say this one is a foul on Omanje. Look at it. Etiana, the problem with the English referee is that I am rano. Meaning so omo kwa kosua. Referees omo kono in badges are. Because you see, they are not consistent with what they learn. Just 1 week wait and do 2 weeks ago. Just 1 week. Brentford scored this goal. They say it's a foul against Martinez. Meanwhile, a week earlier, I say a foul. It's a problem here. They are not consistent with how interpreted the loss of the game. Our Premier League anymore. That is just the problem we have in England. So, if you are jokeress, you need features like the against this thing to bring your confidence up. And game against United, mbeka same was him to na unse na asa for no ye come asa man no fi say bia just and I'm say he was making a good runs, okay, but the ball wasn't going. As a striker, runs are not on ye there, not oye, but Odegaard, Saka and Martinelli were not giving him those passes that a striker would need or making runs now. Okay, in the first goal now, even though the ball turned to a very good pass, even though like pass, I know it was an intentional pass. He was clearing the ball, but these are kind of the space that a striker will always want to exploit, which the Arsenal midfielders are not feeding him with those balls, no. And this should be a call for a ball, no. And how he cut in and scored that goal, is a purely striker's goal. It's about how Arsenal midfielders will start releasing the ball earlier when he makes those runs. And I think to someone like Eze would do that job better. Because what goes are Mateta Nesha. If you watch Mateta goes in very well, most of the air quick balls from Eze, he release him one-on-one on keepers, then he score. I think it's a moral booster for Jokeres to have that goal now or share, you know.
Musu Asemba. Okay, he needs fixtures like this. Is that to suggest a lead in Yadiana?
Oh, no.
No, Mentiasibia no visual journey.
But as much as every game is tough, no, features in the summer a bit DBH. And you see, leagues are just coming from the championship. And watch more. Okay, Friday, no, coach, no. Say on one changing the star, or one say he's in trouble at Emirates because you can't come and be attacking Arsenal at Emirates. They nearly got like and have in the first bell 20 minutes because when you have some 2 ABR Ebian commercial could have changed the but you can't keep that kind of momentum for 90 minutes at Emirates. Okay. And see, make us say such a fixture because Omunya side that we're coming to defend in a low block. They open up and play with us 9 man in Nabai. The me party in
final way.
Mr.
Time.
And
there be a man be
you call Craven Cote Jaco share United. Mr. I'm surprised. Is he? What's my cancer?
Almost all time now, so today.
Oh, sir.
Now, second, you talk about to be a match. You will do me a more match every
if you give me I'm surprised with the reactions from most of the United supporters, honestly. I agree, say, coach, certain decisions or take you one. Na esan ko Bruno Frim Bruno Che dodo so Bruno Che match him dodo because Bibiache said Bruno wasn't out to himself. I esan ko win Frim intem o ma Bruno Che dodo. That one decision that I agree say o ma ne Che game no dodo. So you can't go to Krobea Cottage and score a goal and don't expect a reaction from Fulham. I've listened to the second half no. Second half no United were not bad. The only time no me a bad time no me share goal no. And no team will go to Krobea Cottage and score that Fulham will not give you that action. But it's about how you contain them. It's about how you contain them. So and you know. But any team that goes there, if you like go and check, you can go and score Fulham and they will not react. It wasn't like a United team that were bad in the second half. Sabe be not bad by any year. After they scored, then Fulham reacted. United coach Fulham reacted. But it also, I think that if you have watched the first 2 games now, any game that should cause that toxic fans once again as a team because performance wise and bad.
Okay.
You understand? Kuna Bowie, Bruno Boli. These are balls that you should score and calm the nerves in such a game at Krobea Cottage.
Okay.
And so I think that next week or a game against Burnley at Old Trafford. These are games that America Arsenal there. These are Burnley, so almost a team that want to also play the way they want to play. These are games that you have to play the way you want to play and get as well. But the first 2 games, because I don't think United have been poor. Just like how some people want to put it,
what about those who say, one man say, United defender no push Fulham guy no show and sign or head yes. Have you one no?
Yeah,
corner and buy.
Yeah. None is done so. But the interpretation was that
now more consistency
no sir.
These referees are not consistent. Because we so on another day on beje foul but we on man Jerry. Na no
that is
okay.
If you want to
so it still means that they are not consistent.
Those consistencies.
So but over no 5 year man
I make some medical campaign naturally. Madrid we need by 3-0 and I'm not even looking at the results. Coach Efreno Carlo Ancelotti be Juma on Madrid. But there was a mystery around his game and around one promising talenter. Nasen yeni enim se Mr. 2 onim born kakra no ba be kire no. Ene se ne wantimi anyini e wa Ancelotti nsem no na ha adwen kakra. Because Ancelotti is a manager, players nyini won nsem. But the who said and I'm talking about Dagula. Moto away from the results. Born in Mame the ratings of the players no. Our Madrid game no mo boy. So we Kylian Mbappe. Our 9.3 in terms of ratings. Our Madrid 3-0 win ma. The next player with the highest ratings Brandt of another Dagula. And he had 8.8 on the field. Now, so this season, Ope player who created the most chances for the top flight leagues are Dagula. We created 10 chances, more than any other player in the top 5 leagues I in Europe. And that is something now. Make sure say anytime that you can Ancelotti bro be ball Madrid no, adia ba ko be 10 marks kakra. How I went to me who the best from Adagula. Na dia ba ko be ma coach a Your friend Alonso so positives. How he has managed to find a system to accommodate a player like Arda Güler, and we are seeing the best out of him. So far, so good. So too, Yambo and Alonso Abaso. Wama boy any confidence, wama boy any freedom, playing him at the right place, and now he's just a delight to watch when you watch Madrid. Bonti Alonso begging the fans, kwan o use Brandt and Arda Güler. Now I'm still too. Football is very simple. Amorim extremely overrated.
Hey.
And I'm still standing by the Oba Mekan say a 3 to 4 years project. And Sana United for results no more pen. I'll still stand by it. But to adaptation
but it's over so.
Maintain so that.
Oh, it is.
Maintain so that Mr. Two. Me train me for now and I made the imagine from day one. Mr. Two. Football. Oh. Coach Nasonding into United Bebre. Mason Mount here number 10. Sometimes he plays him as a striker. Cunha a winger. Oh, he plays him as a number 10. He's adapting.
No, a winger.
Yes.
Oh, sir.
Yes. Mbuemo a winger.
Ahmad fine, but
Ahmad a winger. Or born as a wing back. Bruno a number 10. Or born as a number 8. He need to adapt to survive in England. And yes, sir. Yes, ni bi kura ba be count. Just imagine United in a 4-3-3 system. Na hadi. Bruno number 10, Casemiro Kobimenu. Ahmad Mbuemu Anasescu or Cunha. So simple. What try where for 29 matches? It's not working. Try something else. Osha United born or bonus. You don't see tactical variations. Madrid did not game no bueno. Unsa Alonso or fall back. You have to adapt. You change. You improvise as you are growing. This is a big club. But I say, media me boni say, if you don't fit here, you are not part. And we're sticking to that. And it's not getting results. We are not seeing United dominating. As in total play. Say United passes new flow. We are not seeing United having the best of defense in terms of improvement. We are not seeing United having the best of attack. Into a bypass, then wabeye. Show Mr. Two. Improvement of players. And now a year Alonso Abaso for Arda Güler. Can we clearly look at the Manchester United team and say player we know that coach in about man is so nakwa. You bet me Hansi Flick and Lamine Yamal. You bet me Hansi Flick and Rafinha. Why you be Boni Dean? You bet me Gravenberg any onslaught. You always have a player. Bukayo Saka was a left back at Arsenal. Now under Arteta, he's one of the best wingers we have in the world. Because yes, it take you a long time. But your coach is within a twinkle of an eye. Look at Thomas Frank for Spurs. Oba fixed your defensive issue last season. They were one of the team that considered the highest goals in the Premier League. Now look at them. Look at how Richarlison is playing. Now if you watch Kudus, Kudus born ho. Onjira born so nche. Ne work rate on and off the ball improve. Coach be trainer. Then at least comfort Kobimenu ni Ugarte. I keep on saying this because Ugarte the only na Juma was spotting. Kobimenu was a promising talent, just like your co-hero Sayehu, Lamine Yamal. I was back bet twaso. SSN got twaso. Now he's not even making the team. Into then Amorim Oye. Oko training grounds are then not boys. This project will need time. It's going to need a lot of time. And the only thing United fans can have is patience. Maybe with time, no, obey you my players are a better the system, not more. I'm on deliver. But it's not going to be this season. This season, they are still going to have issues with the mid-table, the 10th.
And yeah, early for you.
No, the signs are clear. But on Fulham game, no. After Fulham scored, they were the side looking like Piesie Lardi, not United.
Okay. So but I ban ya babe semna wo fie ntino e de e be fam kakra bi e ba na afi e de aka no messages were hand dodo but messages were papa Rather a man you for mom na church. Man you for na church, you know.
Boss.
I mean the asem see obombo fusa.
Ono sit na ya na say say.
Please allow Zakito to flow, please. He didn't interject anyone. Please. Zach, flow. People have daily been bugaying Zakito for several weeks. So let those of us enjoy him today, enjoy him, please. No interjections today. I'm for 30 seconds be on Liverpool Newcastle. Just quick one.
And a game no.
Come Ruffy. Okay, say Liverpool be about to say the mobile bomb off now. Go mu coach and the slot na so den. Onye sa coach no tan sesa mensa. Say I no know tie of final. Ti do there avenue who slot ball na ankasa o. Last season the club no dey ball. But the problem is Newcastle ne Ishak. Then the Newcastle with Ishak leading the attacker. Can one gamer can bowie ya anka club obesa strategy. Slot.
So slot. Kobese sound strategy ne. But we need Newcastle need Ishak. And when a Newcastle chance of winning game is to a den the more kakra. It looks like a possible see a bit in last season draw na St. James Nibi.
Okay.
They will defend very well and rely on Obi to say Gordon, the speed of Gordon to torment Liverpool team. Okay. Liverpool may say Jeremy Frimpong, who is an attacking threat to any team be a Liverpool no of it. McAllister they can play Soboslai. It's more like a drawn game. The two possible 1-1 or 2-2. Newcastle Liverpool game number 1
2-2 or 1-1.
1-1.
Okay. Tino money in your home.
Oh, you're very never boss. You're very.
I say you am Liverpool na say. Na me draw na say me players na me Paul Masem. See who play boa who na know say football ni. Florent Vett no call Liverpool.
Ama oko kakra.
Ama ya na me Paul Mbo hwe.
Yan for you.
Why?
Over the weekend.
I didn't on any bemba.
So when you know who the target down so over Sunday or measure goose. And I'm over the weekend where you know Kakra.
Sesco more ya bando biamo Sesco.
Also not or joining late, or integrity. Or integrity.
Obi to Joker na start we go man. Obi go to Kudus or neighbor.
Na player no ban no benya fitness.
I got to be closer to 70 million pounds. 2 games in that started. What's your problem when you
Joker is one
okay,
on the mua.
About preseason matches. About 2 matches. In the
preseason matches. Yeah. More matches.
He missed about. That's not why
that kind of play.
Okay, Lover Group of Company and American for Adiama War. Now, why are you super Lover phones and more? Medical catchers of phone and Kojamba Bian Toby. Name to the Epa de Bechadiama War. Sans a phone boy, you do a debate. It's me, Eddie Moyem, open type bit set Techno Samsung Infinite Itel, open the charges, ne hand free, ne power banker, a bill hop. Yeah, we know near child, laptops, come. Na super Lover dear, or Bawa Kamua, Yaka, said the Bayer, no fear Tanabaya Dentino, TV type bay and a whoopper, refrigerator, iron, Bennett, Samsung fan, air condition, washing machine, Samsung and a Bennett, Oyerepa near council location in there, you could run a war near Prudential Bank, Kajetia, MT Honey, not just Super Love and Krabatano and Sunye, Muamu CBG Bank and all, and also Krabatano Bako, our pizza to Honomo, Monso Moso Fulani, for life. Police station, no, Samsung Kajetia, Morocco, Tech Junction, your tech station one more, outside Sunyane. Your boss say Techiman Accra Techiman Boga wa and Memia Kikahunina when you know a super lovek and I make come for the amount war a 0501 635 620 0501 635 620 0501 635 621 number simienu and our first super lovek na fei wonya say phone papa laptop papa timi ato wo wie nso a efie de mema setran ye de no ne nyina no super lovek edi bi edi abanti frɛ number no wo wie pa kai say rosters roofing osi asɛm ne yetiawa sidi na peke anu ntebra na so ye wo site honom no ye kɔ honom dia enchensen no papa no ne de ma wo aluminium product ben na wo pɛ anase alozen kai say 15% na yete de free so weekend ikwa de wa site ten aka ho into 25%. Rosters roofing say 25% discount off what it the free so bra na fei yanko site ho ne yanko border so kama emfama nationwide ura wa and you sami e koso de ma obia 0501 453 869 0544 338 042 number simienu and our rosters roofing na fe yakoboda no so dia ma wobra yate also 25% discount off yenkotwam enko fe yase power specialist herbal hospital wo henra akoso do ya wo to nsa fra ye ni o wo se hepatitis no wono na agi award na ja fatty liver prostate sanso na ulcer kidney stone ye the SK dia ba liver care no ejina ho e de ma omu a won liver no ho aka ye bebo mode na fe yetima hwe amanyama akoyie jirikajiri herbal master and capsules mema nkodro di yisisi mama man be ma free dia him papa bi ewo empam enupa nyina no ye kokwa benya ACP power bus stop ewa Accra Kumasi fe yasa buzuntu road adwa ya junction takradi anaji estate woni ahantama bank no ena eben 0244 544 422 0200 383831 number simienu frɛ na ko power specialist herbal hospital eba phones and accessories ade na wo ye ne de mesi ebedi na beverbe na nkofo hu na kira kwan ni nyina ne sɛ mfutu a wo bogu akire no ano den wose da bi one de won kwatra brochire na afɔ nka sɛ emafo ne ya de pa yentimi nyabu e Ghana ha ne mo ti de ekoso obi ma so sɛ nei wo pɛ ka to wo mpede wiase sika nyina wo pɛ fo ato wo pɛ fi ato brochire a wo mpede wiase sika nyina no ɛyɛ nkakranka ne de tete no ni bi na ɔde aba Ghana ha ne mo wo ye yɛn so nkofo de adwempa kɔ tunkofo krafos no obi agye otua ne de ntime mfa adwembɔne nkɔ na mfa de nyina ne sɛ adwuma ne yɛ e de akyɛ be 20 years ni ene gusua ɛyɛ de yɛ ka wo ne sɛ type of phone ben na wo pɛ iPhone ko ade ne na sɛ bra eba phones de be yɛ unie ukra Ghana card ebia wo ba so me hia iPhone SR 800 Ghana wo kan no de gu owi a yɛde phone no de ahyɛ wo nsɛm de aka ne kakran na phone abɛyɛ wo dia ebia wo hia iPhone 13 ukra 1800 Ghana sɛ sie ya fa Ghana card ka ho yɛ hia collateral yɛ hia wo bia hia kratasɛm bia card no nko Ghana card no nko yɛ enough na no so yɛde iPhone 13 de ahyɛ wo nsɛm phone sip type more no nyina no ɛna ɛwɔ hɔ a yɛde ɛma wo me ka ne sa na kyɛ sɛ yɛ 40% ne de wotua to ase de aka na ɛyɛ nkadankada ne wo wie yɛ bɛkoma se adum ajakom burden mo nso mo nkan no Circle inside American Mall, Circle Mall Block A Shop 21, and a Circle TikTok Lane. I just send modern photos. Number senior 0200 689 170 and now 0200 689 175. Number simienu and our friend Eba phones and accessories. No than iPhone show some bra. What you 40% of the account, what you crank. Uncle Fugusu Suadio, now the Suana dear, never be an OUA, your sorcerer. Christian Service University, Nentitiano Ayakama, Ebois, it was some in September admission, no, ye be undergraduate and postgraduate programs, no, MA Event Management 1 year, MSc Digital Marketing and Supply Chain Management, and also 1 year, MSc Corporate Planning and Governance 1 year, BSc Cybersecurity 4 years, Diploma in Business Study, and also 2 years. Kai is a baby about that idea. There are two forms here, team, at the form, also, and opportunities, no, at the Hodi Mamu aggregate 6 to 15 Airbus scholarship, no, you better be at the amount food bank program, and among some other campus, no, you better be a chairman number, Janadia, Ubena be Eddie, and the Tiapa Payano, who Fred www.csuc.edu.Ghana, content of video, Ubenya Hon some more, our honor, number 0246 275 375. Ebra Wodru, I don't know quite so near Santase, 100 meters off Star Junction, not just say Wodru Christian Service University, now a cogentity, papa, Amanyama Kuye car, Chaco 2 pace, Yam Nanum edited yen, am you, sir, body tray, any bidina near Bridget Triasono, Yasiam Pros Abrenua, any nay, Yasa Semucano, Edia Somudro Diafrano, a boy you talks no, every Yasinimu, Uyana Casago Busua, so be a niache, a potato gamano, name Conconin Ninano, away food and raspberry stampono items, so Samara Company, and Alcofadia Banapani and Numere, make sure some of Frat and Penny 4, Yenano, yɛde ka chako toothpaste ɛde twitwi yɛse 0246 864 798 0501 454 462 na no nso wanya kel chako toothpaste atumpan insecticide spray atumpan ye amo ankasa ni omu away yebekum mu nyina ni nyina nsan tontom sonkonsuo nwanwa ntefre o ntatia no de ne su apɛ wutwa nwaba ni askata wudi anya yie bomode na to bisis restaurant wo to ba ho wunya bisu a asumdwemu ni bibia no bekoso e ofie no mo 15 minutes pe wie ya no bomode wura dem ho kata bia no enkochew wuhia 400 750 ml eso papa ni make sure say the lemon ni lavender na de friday ye enu to spray wi a obekọ na mo na wuda dem honom no na oja nkahwam edam ye hwehwehwam tie ni ye location ye sokoban kumase de na mama we akrai ACP saso na takrade hakuna matata 0553 082674 0553 082607 no nya atumpan insecticide spray atuma spray them honomo amanyama akoyie bibini to ma plus eno na obi abomodem adibi anom ama anya hoto gastric duodenal peptic stomach pain stomach gas indigestion abusu abomodem di heavy wutimi no mu a na chese osa no wokọ akotu ase kama yemre kumase the Bita Pharmacy utwam ko Accra o kan shi the Bita Pharmacy ba ko ehye ho utwam ba atum promise eba hanso ubenya bibini to ma plus akotu Osano ase 0558 055894 0541 337 na no so wanya bibini Toma Plus akotu Osano ase Franco Trading Enterprise asam na meken Nokia Samsung iPhone Smart TV 32 to 100 inch Franco air condition church freezers refrigerators, microwave, blender, CCTV camera, function monitor video anytime, anywhere. As some day, you know, I mean, Enka will say a 40% discount off. And a Franco, at the so Ediama War, Oko and Krabata, Ben Jabba Jewel, the Ben Challenge Bishop, Adum Old Macon, Kofor Clinic, New Kayetia, Honyanano, 40%, and yet tier free Yamanyama, make a bobo swingina, so 0245. 316969 0245 316969 Jacob Colomberg Company Limited Ushianwa ya bonabaso na danase ni nyina no NSSA housing whole wiring PVC pipe fitting electrical force services CCTV installation fire alarm system pole working gate automatic motor installation Oyerepa air conditioning service at the amount electrical fence wall installation and on be at the amount ufie no wire ya che wudi di agro oba fire service for and me fie show ni nyina nsa so de na aba wakwam also yi wires dada no ne de munugu so de mawo wo sha se kana babo no wuntumi wo de frɛ no wono kosa to wono yansusu no e de ma Oyerepa tuamu kakra de aka no so kakra na Jacob Colomberg ebe ye de mawo 0536 006 441 0245 718 958 ebra obomodin etimeduru kono mabohia adonkonie best brain ye na chese wato achi no anisa yenkoy na fe mewie e Pepsodent cavity fighter toothpaste 25 years nie Pepsodent ogusu dia him e Ghana hanamo ni nyina ne say profluoride micro calcium ingredients and no any other Friday year we here 175 big family pack 120 Ajakwa pack 65 12 in sachet ni nyina no ebo adwuma kro no akra ni kosku a to bi ema no woton wa yeton ntam na ka bia so ema Ghana Dental e de stamp no etimase se Pepsodent de ye nyina ye nyusu na mpa ye fita enyi konkonene no emfamfiri asim na de bia ne ye kasa go bi so a so bia eni a chire Pepsodent every smile matters ye nyina so na 11-16 boss player and take over na today's sports and to us about
Tino me that's it
okay
na no me that's it
oh
I know nyamisha juma de unim hye oba otimi be drum a program no ye de no aso ko afia broni 1 week
you know na maba
ne ma me wa ko aja zongo
na you need date be ya
man tie ye date ba nim say nchesa
oh okay
captain ti ye we na half yanko right Sam you ready o Abraham
but before
hey senior team aba
before I proceed no I mean very high profile baby
senior team aba
high profile baby we from Sir Gabi in this hall and osini nuaba oba pam Messi ono ana oye the CEO of Dreamers Catering Services and Event Center Tech Junction oba pam Messi na born again say abada dada to Messi na do was in kama no Sir Gabi ana nuaba eno no Maybe this come as a high profile birthday. Say Gabi no.
Say yes, our friend Wahab.
Oh yes, I do Wahab. Yeah.
Wahab.
A very good man too. A very good man.
Wahab.
Over promise no. Also Dreamers Catering Services and Event Center. Tech Junction. Yana.
Okay, Abrante bi so fear friend Ima. Ana Bodru. And on also birthday Bodru. Oh fear DJ Snowback. Bodru. Abrante oba in change.
You know.
Na no memende.
Tall guy no.
Ye pie no.
Okay.
Time I had aspirant ni me no ba ha. Obia be kan asem.
Yeah.
E ma ye tie no. Ona na eba.
Yeah, but say ya uta ye no show pa we ade.
Bodru.
Onde. Uta da no say na ordinary na come na.
Bodru no. And only na birthday.
Oh. Ofan ho kama.
Na go for kase ni shoot no. I said the oil wedding no but and there.
Oh, we training.
Captain.
Yes, top 4 now by the way, Mr. Tuo. Gaka top 4 no. 2025 edition no abana wie na Mr. Tuo o shisha. Babiani Gold Stars and a J top 4 no. Omunya 7 points. Accra House of Folk and a D second. Omunya 7 points. Heart of Lions and a D third. Omunya 4 points. Kumasa Asante Kotoko and a D fourth. That's all human okay wa marry. Omunya hwe. Omanya point. All the 3 matches Asante Kotoko boy no. Ye hye wo mu. Na Mzuto enti na ekowie top 4 no. Enti ye wie no babia Gold Stars actually league no mgie no wasn't a fluke. Indeed, now we are strong team as the league no masa to associate top 4 no. So congratulations to
but disagreement we very by.
What about the winner you know?
Na has from be so magic cap. Say a long debate part is a been says has say Omunya 7 points. Now we must 7 points. Almost 7 points no.
At since say
Omunya no draw now regulation time.
Aye.
We almost so there na penalty. Now regulation na penalty no. The end did determine winner.
Okay, so
like what one to be.
So we include way our pre-tournament arrangement say penalties no. You have penalties, you declare winner. They are the house can emum.
Yeah.
What I say because the penalty be count. And there were 2 points there.
According to Gaka no.
Yeah.
Them they attended all the meetings. Omunya na agree say pre-season.
Okay.
Ye nya da more extra time. Ye nya da more playoff. Ye nti ade be boa me determine when a penalty shooter.
So
mo class mo competition am kokoi penalty be wo. Enti se board draw dia.
Yeah.
Obi afa 1 point na one na aka no. Ye de be che de obe show penalties. And no nema baby any form winning 2 penalties.
Yeah.
On board draw me no munya penalty me no which give them 4 points.
4 points. Yeah.
And munya 1 win which is 3. So
yeah.
And I has also winning 2 and lose penalty back. On board draw lose penalty back. Okay, so with 7-7 no. Run the bar last as I can do ano. Almost on base GFA. And GFA so you head to
head. Okay,
so they'll go to head
first.
So no and head to could determine when Hearts of Oak met maybe any Gold Stars.
In regulation time
to the penalty.
Penalty be count. The penalty gives them a win.
Yeah, so I think that was that.
I think was a perfect.
But now was a interest. People didn't know about this route. Say
there's a video on my MD no and the face say what kind of what should you guys accept such a thing? Because in a tournament for all play all day. About draw. What I say draw 1 more for no be a baby. No be a baby.
But see the point was that if we are preparing you guys for Africa, especially Kotokoni baby any Gold Stars now. Yema penalty near one of the dress rehearsals. And you know, yemfa penalties will determine baby. Tell me our players no be so penalty ni bibo.
Yeah.
Because they see ayi Kotokoni kwara ne Gold Stars ni ade. Mo draw do be say penalty be. So they agreed to say.
I agree with you. But it's highly unfair.
When you have agreed to, you've signed off to something.
I think
unfair, when you are not aware and unfair,
in this case, you
come to me. And I'm so weird, I know, but I saw Nanti coffin so bad. Who are getting out what take off in the corner is unfair? What has he done in Dumako? They agreed, and you know,
I think you blame the House of Folk officials for not letting the squad know. And I won't take him, but whatever been the case.
Again, Ben Arizia Assembly. Was it head to head rules apply in two-legged game? That's also not a fact.
Yeah.
And just first, I need in a case head to head. It says it's about 2 matches. No.
One game could determine.
Yeah. My head was against your head.
That's it.
So head to head, what happened? It depends. That argument to
yeah. So sorry, House of Folk. They've done very well, but just that because of the competition rules, no. Now, be any good stars. FA Cup. So congratulations to Gold Stars.
One I'm choosing coach from Manso Castle. Omunye na kwesi adom sa ne kotoko e na be kire final preparation
coach Frimpong on to the boise
e baby any
on to the boise de kotoko
la ze ne kotoko di be no
de
kotoko mpreu asemasi
players so ma bro so to on ti kotoko players almost all my bread and I agree with them. I agree with them so to kotoko ohwema preseason no akakra
indictment on the coach and those who agree to play the tournament. You see, come cast on my brain. Players, me just so money na abre.
And they no credit.
So you go to the tournament and give them more money. Who say elsewhere they arrange the time. Who so be bobo system is near you be free.
Yeah.
Obi mo omucho. They calculate all of them.
I say go to second match no cause you to drop 9 of the
and in the brain there.
What I say? And the Johnson who's mobile na Johnson and they omo fa ho adwin no.
No, sometimes you agree to play take part in a tournament. For some players.
Yeah.
If you are more regular, no need to more kobo. You let your supporters know that we are still in pre-season. You agree here, but because of Kaiser Chiefs, near the other kobo, you know, you give players now you want no chance.
Okay.
Why I say, so your mom so abra, o calculate your mabra pano. Don't let them play
because your bread team is to buy when Kotoko played against Lions. After the match, you know, and I'm teasing we a meeting, and one of their top players, you know, one of them.
No, na abra no
out before I come on but he was the voice of the other players no. So before the technical team in the meeting or can say omufi omabре. So it was before House of game no. And as I said no esi
no or can the into lose 2 matches.
Uza Kodoko normally use Kodoko enso so 2 defeat on the row. And Yokotoko Suban no. It just sees our technical team no was worried. And when they met with the players no in the meeting no. Now they were trying to inquire why. Say this is not how I appreciate. Maybe they feel say a real season no. So to Asante Kotoko one share that any arrest. That mandatory 1 month be no 4 weeks be a team no. I think Kotoko nyamu 2 weeks. Sorry ya. You really na Kotoko Emma 1 week. I don't remember President Cup no. I don't another 1 week. Echo South Africa no. On man I think 1 week or a little over 1 week. I don't call Cape Coast. I don't back on vigorous that exercise no preseason while we break the players then now our players now recover nanka omo timi I get to omo form the Kobo game no so they feel so munyan that stage no
keep question
well ebi omo contempt
the players for training no ya bra
ebi omo
ya bra may not end now it may dovetail into the season no
yeah so ebi after this
competition what I say Bobo season na baby you hear points no. No more be ya bra.
And true I agree with you.
If that is the case, I think they can decide to hold on now.
Yeah, and
say Madrid ni if we go tell baby e hu ma no be bobo fufro.
They can do that.
Say if it's tiredness there. And say be hard.
They can do that because you can see from Omo play. You can see from Omo play. Aside 1 or 2 things I be can answer no. I think say it is clear. Say the
senior.
But once I can say you need to praise Coach Gidi Dramani and Accra House of Folk. I know there no matter what we do. This is what I walk do and in America.
Now
I ben and Bui. I ben and Bui. Said that in this case or called by house. But they are playing that Barcelona like football.
Hey.
Oh, you've watched them. It is not me. I told you. Mr. Barcelona like I said na Barcelona become wafa like.
Na Barcelona like it.
And possessive
Barcelona.
Possessive football. Possessive football.
Na nyonga se bia.
To possessive.
Man, you and Arsenal be like.
No, I want to liken them to Barcelona.
Man, you like.
I want to believe he's a senior here. He enjoyed how to folk and not. So to be honest, there I'm not sure what has game and Metiwa. Make us say, who too much of a pressure on House of Folk. Hey, I'm not game now. And will be a lot of people will bear me out. It was a game, so you could clearly see House of Folk were in control. House of Folk. Well, so yeah, House of Folk the 1 week about. House of Folk the 1 week about 4 strong matches.
It's not how it is. What is it,
Oh no, no, but yeah, comparative analysis on that. So we no have House of Folk load. One had to lie on one ball 2 within that week, Sunday and on board Sunday number ball. No, on board Wednesday. Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and on board.
I said no money boy.
There were only Lions on the board.
Now go to Kosubobi.
There be more.
Train on my boy. I said go to that town to book.
America has 4. Has 4 no.
Have 4 no. Kotozo mo ke Kosubobo.
So no relax. Match kitwa.
Match boss.
Where come so?
That.
Come so. What I say? And so it's a House of Folk team. I say House of Folk if they allow Kujidi Dramani to do the work. Okay, so the philosophy by no work the kind of environment we will create to House of Folk. They are not only playing beautiful football, but to one with the discipline aspect of House of Folk team now. Very disciplined. And the kind of players who said I don't say Tumbo. So that means amount of time say after 4 matches, what do you say to the House of Folk team now? Oh, they board homework up and I'm back as the House of Folk team now.
Oh, they are doing well.
So
yeah, nyabu check. I'm going to say Oye Watara the NBA.
Who's that? Watara the NBA will get him wrong. I'm surprised. And so you say one good thing about your partner say your program they recorded. I never said Watara that extraordinary coach. But my emphasis was that the discipline aspect of the House of Folk. Because I'm going to House of Folk and they've told me a lot of things that happened in previous years. Watara the buyer, and 2 so too. But your picky team, but your team do he did some good work. Just that it wasn't good enough for the team and the supporters. No, they call for that change. The change in the bar, did the drama and bet also from that angle. So House of Folk the way a real league in the one. They'll go places. Mami more the organizers of a tough one abaso. Mami more officiating. I think one aspect teams in Namu will be complaining. Officiating has been very good as far as this competition is concerned. Yes, starting up pitching on as a Emma but you move along. The players accepted and play or that The coverage has been fantastic. You hear coverage, you say Ache. But the GH1 and call for more the coverage you might so too. You more my basso say be continue like that. And also clubs as I always say tough for didn't buy any the loopholes, the mistakes, especially to Asante Kotoko and Bobiani goes at Omoko Africa. So to quickly almost at least 2 weeks to make sure some correct is wrongs no. Right? Almost 2 weeks to make sure some correct that wrongs. So I commend all the team for that wonderful games boy. Now Johnson Owusu what in there no?
But my Oyerepa Midday.
Kabi we nan kabi talk about. What Johnson Owusu there no?
One event
Asante Kotoko attack fa no. Transfer window ya no fa no. I'm saying obo outside Ghana kakra. Obo outside Ghana na. Take this.
I don't mind announce so much sign.
Information air ban say.
Oma announce so much sign.
Oma announce that.
Okay. And I'm for be neighbor.
So to air ban say penifo atna say omo he na the contract no. Omo twem.
I didn't try.
I'm just say buy him to improve kakra training grounds so am fa. They no go too much is muso so to say enya. What be na?
Antisa.
It what say there here?
Maintain by intimi massa.
Hey. And the producers who only producers who
it is not allowed.
Producers that is at the aba. The producers is almost customer Abraham.
Maintain but any years.
I don't know. When I'm a class worker, when young way, I don't know you say.
What sign? Sign a contract with the player.
I just got to be a man walk.
Why the Katana Amoya na go back? Yes, he has this year. And now mutual transfer ban no tea.
Mutual agreement.
Who is the contract now? Sanity Jose. Masai contract. Enti say the crew man go for ya on gave you was means ample be mkone easy san no yenyensa.
Yeah, auntie. Ono mo transio.
Me chese onen start no ka so on.
Eso mo frɛ no.
O friend is on your day.
Johnson Brana ase na ka sen ke fa.
Ah, do you want to get nyama no ngoy.
And chese bit my ye.
So once you are ready to compensate me. And so assign 3-year contract so I calculate salary na dey am no ko.
Including the salary na.
Na ka wo dey na on one ngoy.
Se be on be transfer aka so.
Chama wo pen uni mu kofo ane pen no. A wo ja wo machi di ba ho.
Johnson na ke you adwen.
Oh, me just on best.
One good thing about preseason.
As I'm challenging the producers.
Sir.
Yeah.
Hey.
And just
one good thing about preseason is
Emma Sosa.
Wow, Emma Oshishe Onyama in terms of Kwan Faswa Obo. And that is one good thing about preseason. It's the preseason SCC. Then you let Obia understand how he wants to play your football. So now there is now already the 3 matches panic button B has been pressed because of the results, not the results. Before they are presenting the results, but performance. There's a panic button already pressed in Kumasi here on the Kotoko team because performance-wise, and Shada and so any baby. Now one area na Kotoko be a fee say na strong cut. Defense is one of them. Now a problem, especially the centre back one of them. The 3 years of Aboni na pair Ninyane and Shenkurai, Samba Ansu, Samba Zakaria, and Shenkurai. And I saw a blow on the bench, right? Picture them auto. Until Moyama a blow cover ya be or better the album because at least on somebody Omo Bobo Niye Mobi who said it is one of the best that they played. But so far Zakaria Ansu, Samba hasn't been the best so far in the games that we fought into a problem. I'm not to other way. And no be frame say not technical bench no too much see. And something happened. Anna often no busam say Katakro most of Ghanaian coaches lose at your house problem. How they speak to players when they are on the pitch. When mistakes be here. Only Mr. Tabrana, I say Kamara, a pass ball channel. Omono no gidi Emma, Oma Adari. Ekwe woma po. And we say Adari maybe I got to corner, maybe I got to go first half from one to bench and one tea. Adari was warming up at baby Anna Kamara which one of na. So no gidi. Then we I say intetiam.
No I dey.
We say and no start no or keyboard no.
No man next one kick na. Maybe he was defying the instructions of the coach. In that case you can be changed.
So based on how coach go play on from the back. And you need a go passing but Oba na ako out. And I say now ako opponent to. But we say kind of one in the bed interacting no. One shey ni no what breaking down
what provoking no man.
And again Zakaria I don't put in there problem ni now was me blame on the bench. It's omo no pa gidi o. How they after first goal by no. Omo ni just say omo yi ano in a angry manner. Everybody keep playing now. Such a a mistake. You calm things down. Rather motivate the person. And do share after some first mistake, Zakaria didn't.
I don't know the man going by.
Yes. The touch, even though it wasn't a touch, and the player no meant to do it. You all control, but control and one course in a BT Zakaria. Many officials be doing the job because or delay one. They hear that no obey new. Barata no late na no quarter da. Then the goal was scored. I think say so many about I saw one positive. I've said it as a entry on number 10. On number 10 ya on yadi. What a game entry about be a game on number 8. Anya Bianra with on 2 midfielders no. Any has 3 no. Kotoko midfield what they do in the game entry na double and at least in that midfield 2 against the 3. How they were able to play? It's a chance in FIFA what they need is one additional midfielder that will play with entry and double at least to get a midfield 3. So no, so far they they've could you set no also number 6. And when you play them are a problem. So now they need another number 10 B. Then entry comes the 8. Because if you watch Adabu and entry, at least they are progressing. The beer was fine, but they need a number 10 because no more two top. Emfa. And then Russia entry at Adabu has a ball now. They struggled to win the ball because Msoto na as our academy in the Muford. But so much ball now, at least all of them are 2 good passers of the ball. They pass very well. They are able to progress. Eti Muford there, at least the 2 actually say omunya ba ko be kan na ye 3 at least they good to go. Msoto because attack in the enye Kwampoku so far the enye is either they allow Albert to go and strike, then get their wingers to play. Because you see, Kwampoku on the ball off the ball off, and then more than the football. So we start and think with a Bobby and Chemobi and Ma and Penoka or Mubo Dukuno Asano. See how he was running with Kotok Santa Baxon. You don't see Kwampoku that. It's much beer. SB, you bought a bus of beer against Kotoko. I don't hear that now. Because it was one Saka or Fakusa. And you much SB.
I never Kotoko man has a bad board.
Somebody has a man on the match. Oh,
that's a bass.
Sabono, not SB Bopa. It was has game beer on the head as a bit after has until the young. So after Kotoko, just made you man Kotoko has. And as I say because Kwame Poku stagnant with the Falco. As the beer not more. All right. They have to work on the attack because attacking it be better say and yet at their function. Zito Wejumaya pa on the team because quite first Bobono. And how the coaching to 12 from Kakra. I think Zito Wejumaya. Okay. About Aquaba design. Over the neck as I did the Aquaba na memo.
Is it open mom we all got high house for?
A mom ye day.
Ye pa. Tiapu ye pa house for.
No good stars.
Say Yenny Casa. As in
Ghana. A mom we pa.
A house for.
To a film, a beam.
I'm a beam.
Good stars for.
There be almost a comedy.
May come on.
There be down.
So well. No two. See, I never yeah, Casa Crambers over Casa.
Na nearby say game and Gassembe. Ya chamwa to asunu enumwa na no amunya bi she ya he de okeka
over the time once
Musana said the Musa was so be mention
league in Berry on 8th June and now 25th August, so we are talking about 2 months 2 weeks. Asante Koroko within 2 months 2 weeks no to Omabo Golden Cakes, Hard to Folk President Cup, Kaiser Chief Toyota Cup, Lions a year Gaka Top 4, Go Stars Gaka Top 4 and Haas Gaka Top 4. No make competitive matches. Feature there. Tie competitive matches are got kwa boy 6 in 2 months 2 weeks. Untim be kan chem se wabre. Yam so ansem no so afiwe no a serious business. Wow, we be hwe be hwe ani maka che say page amodimbo. From head coach to Obia. Let's analyze how Kotokolusu matches near Gaka Tofo. First one was a penalty. Asamba Kuchai. No to any Brassem. The
Brassem my penalty.
No.
Breaking my penalty.
A Trimude Abomafa. Yes, Trimuda Abomafa. Cause South Africa koji Toyota Cup nearby na ebia mama betri so ese e ka kire mo no to ahomeje bi no to Zakito me see 2 months 2 weeks
o just o munya time ni o ma
that 2 months 2 me to league ya ebo ye hu nkofo ko World Club Championship they say 1 month rest no hu abrochi this ah e say obi any time for say 1 month rest no we juma ye metna and asta wo ka say abrofo abram go to say ye ni brasem bia scan ye tuatua mo na nye brasem. The average Ghanaian don't take the money these players are taking. They should work for it. Makwa koda and amatoto papa so basic errors. control and pass, control na pass it. And we will not make excuse of the pitch because money Lions for in the Jinaso, you will Ishmelado, je pass Jinaso Danen on pass it to say yes, ball new flu. And when you have to carry more Finfion, you have to carry more Finfion. No, of course, has training grounds go train the design. How many days has he played with Hearts of Oak team? Now, even the Kotoko team too, Yachemumpo, they are new players class Ababe France setup. So the boys must up their game. Yamfa when Kotoko Jesse. Now when Ankabo team and Kotoko be je pass kura Jinaso keke. Na pe player pass mano. Na Danny Boy. You cannot even pass 6 times. Pass 6. Now go through. Mopa. I mean, don't talk to me about bread. Number 1. And I heard go Kotoko concede here. First goal was an issue of concentration, an issue of poor marking and anticipation on the part of Zakaria Fuseni. As a player, you should have an idea. Anytime be about on the course, no an idea of maybe I'll play as Jina. 1 second in po umobi glidiwa breach yabo. Clearly, the time I born a ball a year has piano nine. Na Zakaria nim the koso won no nim baby Asante Jina. Because he expected say there's another player behind him because we abandon him player ni Jina nechi. And that is poor from a player of your caliber. Because a carbon is saying ahana usuo yen sa suo hono kra keke just 1 second MOB wiawo. So he was not aware. And this is basic. This is not bread. Now let's go to the second goal Asante Koroko concede here. Yabo corner. How to four player na for first ball. No player was marking him free header. So bond the second goal now. Then on one head free header 1. Asante akoma another player man also head free header. This is not bread. This is to papa as well. This is one yard here. So peja omodin bom. Yentimi njeje also for this because then you corner and he's captain. Kotoko Lions. Kotoko Heart of Lions. A similar event happened. There was another free player at the same position as has ball corner now. First head and by the one no Ginebra Aziz pete ball. No. So what mu marking one? You are marking spaces. Mu jejina okwa. Mu jana mu nim de moye. Okay. Mo tutu papa so. Now let's go to the attackers. Mr. Otuo, Coach Karim Zito, and Ra Alonso so oma train Tranchen, and a Vinicius Tranchen, and yet the Biana se Kwame Pokubo. And yet the Biana se Kwame Pokubo. Kwame Poku as a player is failing to improve on a certain weakness, and then Nasem. And the more call blasters, yet no to 7 and went to me and Bonu. But okay. Ye no koton 10 he must grow as a player. Enye bibia na anim ye. Ye wade a wo ye ade pa ba wo bobo ne ko anim no. Na usua bi eden e de ka ho. Kotokobo no mo no. They are looking at a player passing out, just hold on to the ball. And with the Piako wings, that's what they want to do. From Kotoko has Kotoko Golden Kicks, Kotoko Kaiser Chiefs, and this Kotoko Gold Stars were tough for him, and Kotoko has. See a passing ball, Makuma 6 Makwami Pokua. No to ultimately maintaining possession be a 1. You have to build on that. They are not expecting you to say the ball better more at the NB. But hold on, link and move.
So,
and to Coach Karim Zito, so no. Yeah, who the Ochere boys who training grounds or tough for no. Yeah, who you? We did not see any system. We did not see any arrangement. We did not see any pattern. Pattern who I Sam Benya Oboko Wings. Senka Sam Benya Oboko Wings. Okay, Stoke City. Omoba no be a triato. Now lead it to a chance. Your friend said that is the Zito system. But where the Kotoko Wings are, no go through. Kotoko Wings are near Oma lose possession. Okay. So that cannot be the strategy. And Oba Baba no to be no Oba Baba here in the first press conference. This is what Zito said. Or say what about short time media is about results. Name of you via or about the Zito ball. We Zito ball no and wait. This cannot be there no or see on Zito no or no per se team ball not team pass. Pre-season should give us the signals.
Okay.
Entiemo bi anko
ba me na sipi said be ya Abbas ne senior ebenya kwan aka bi kamanti o decide so be fa one side na wa help mo weakness o buy so be fa back but o me ti o pa di
so adwuma we woni ba bi edura na eden pa
ene
say do stage bi say na o person analyze the situation now it becomes difficult but you got to support us ase but bibia nso to enhyase ekwawo ose bia me de me ya me de dansie na example say the moment abenya foundation wrong no and fa one style abesi dan na be penti ama na yefe the chances say dan be collapse na say foundation is stronger is to a high nyane fe ne de ka say ofa kodogo team na onza asa stage ya yewi management team and settle on even players e de omoye kodogo project no e sha say free problem number 1 the first season of the management. Number 2 their second season. Number 3 their third season. It's not about pre-season no more yet, but the kind of players almost selecting the quite almost fast selecting players no among bebo kotoko is where the problem is. It one say ayana obed ne team hypo Ghana players ne pa na say omo to players say so we will team na omo ba no omo ko ne ya de eche omo ba na it becomes a problem. Share first season of this IMC players omo jo omo kwan ko any players omo ba e so to bon so omo ko no ya de eche omo ba e. Second season the same thing. Third season loto one problem now fix the problem no and just go to players bebre wo problem now fix the problem no. But sometimes you understand because of the current structure of the club, it makes it difficult when you are taking a decision.
Also,
enti kodokodi ene de loto ochina me ehona na me de mani behwe I will speak on kotoko team na ankasa and areas I may feel say they are getting it wrong. Me who say amanfo a start and me nya obi am loto me interested in we buy ye man nko ne sa anyoma. Sometimes you might even appoint to be our experience, but they learn on the job. Uchenyi na go feni pafofra, you also start from somewhere. At the end of your project. But having the right people to lead the project, I want to know. On the house as some year for a long period, not to say they are there, but wash your house for a long period. Finally, they have a coach. And the project that the club wants to do. Me, I can't, at the Banana make a chat by Saturday and say. So Osha has a full project, maybe I will believe in say in 1 or 2 seasons they will dominate Ghana football and encourage a team nechidi. So Osha mu team nidia, they have very good young players, but they lack experience. Inti enyoma mienu, either some betwama young players who are gaining experience, and also some of the experienced players be boy young players no. Enyoma mienu. But ya hanom zoto ya priye hun tem dodo. Because when you don't have a clear plan, unim baby a wokwa, baby a beduru bi abesi, oka se woduru. Wa unim se wokon kran. Ya ka dia 2 teams en kran ya wokoyi. Se se ekwan ya enyi, wa anya hwekura be di 7 hours. Udu adwo so asemedun kran. No asi, uduru konongo asemesi medun kran. Uduru sawoma asemesi, baby a beduru bi aso asi. There should be a clear project. And on na on say, and then you got to support us on both because expectation the cost or maje a. But the truth of the matter is, we to young kind of crunch on. We got to go to golden kick game maybe. What the 2 teams based on their exchanges, one another the better side.
I know I got to go Jacob.
Yeah, but the issue I want to say, when even for a period, team need show signs. Team need show signs, but say win bank one there. You find say yeah. But the mechanic say we should accept it. Say we should start from somewhere. Because me players ni be am to buy. Okay. Say the first mistake is already done. Johnson is be trying to contract me.
When the must say.
O say.
The nyansa.
I name nyansa.
Akwa fast mambo. Sakwano ewo manso twinfo bi adi na che be ha dweno
hwesa
say ha so mutumi register player
meni ohe go stars in out of Lions game no ohe go stars
ka FIFA de no
ye ka din grade
ohe go stars in out of Lions game ni
omusa na no police mo
ohe go stars in out of Lions game ni
yeah
uhu apia makati o de fa apia makati na fa jewu na fa set kodwo o de also person to number 8 you too o de also person fa number 8 na say especially Oko Africa na say meme ye management member na say ko ba say coach si won pe na me ntiase o me ntiase da because appear market stage now sometimes you go for already made, sometimes you bring in players they have talent no ma be can ready made na boom no more developer what the Kotogo method it's not say individual they are not good but the problem with the Kotogo method is say omo ye inexperience what the mistakes omo ye inexperience it is sometimes enya bo na player ne bon kwa o ba bo na player na bo ne pempen so de adru enemy so to nimdia wanya no obom na and very important same food we so Kotogo me food ye wo ho nei omuntimi fa mo Africa enko animu ye that is the truth eti na me can say ye wie last season no the standard of Kotogo recruitment should have been Samba omode Samba to board so Samba na that board so player no wo ba ye measure wo standard ne by Samba because ye wie last season league no
okay
the enyina ye ko hu ye ne say the level of Samba compared to other Kotogo players in our form Samba ni pokura no ka ho no mizo to send the koye if you want to improve on last season performance now players now some should be better than omo ko no
all right ye mo mrebi yenti Abbas ne senior na beba first na senior em so de nya de a
obo nyumbi a abaje sese me
ba do bi atam obi atam ba do mitu
why na wa paso ma memo heart abaso
na go stars
me bo heart abaso wo enra match no mo de maye no eno mo my good match just a top 4 no hwebi top 4 ni nyina ya bo ni nyina no eno ene has ball no ena hu say yes yeah bobo ena no so na fe so far ball ya omubo ye ni nyina enra ye kotoko ne has ball no na ye genuine yes I heavy and competitive bar which means bibia work na aboye pa Kotoko supporters no omunya botre enra match na aboye yie enye match na enra ball na enka ye hu se ye kire ho se kwadem because na you can because oya Samba ene Sakaria na wutimu se kwadem
sir
oh yes enra Samba ne Sakaria ball no wutimu se ekwadem mebiri na ena make us say aboye pa aboye enti ete ko Zito na otiwa ne wa for di ne arms no
wana for di ne arms
Zito ena wa hunana
danya za nom de be shey wakra no
dabi wan for di ne arms sa
what one arms de jira
oh ya shamu nu mas marana wa ya de mabomo abaso mo ya yi kakra enti se ne ya ka no se obere kan no abusume mienu o manya nya ya gi se pre-season no ya ncha se entem ana omo abre sakasa no kwa de mempese mati bio wa abre na me so ya mi chekwa ne ababa radio so do yetia meka megita kwa na me jesempoa me kwa na esa ga mkasema abre mudu obu ni free mo bobo bibia enu so ne yesu tia moka wa abre sakasa ndie mu bia nka bi
yeso mu ni free
ya nka che o mo se wo mo empeja o mo modi mom coach empeja ne modi mom enu a coach work na na ye adwuma no on peja the modi mom
Pozito.
yes ne modi mom on peja mo na prayers so pejam so oni mo me ka kire ne me yonko pa no
What's it say?
Pozito me yonko pa no
What's it say? What's why there?
Wan peja the modi mom a boys no so peja mo modi mom ne modi mom no eno na boys no e de ba park no so mo ball no na me de me ka omo a ball na eno e ball me de yama me pa yes me and that's all and no answer coach no ba ma ne homene so na o mo ye niema ba ku mienu bi afa
okay Abbas
Africa ne de ye koboni aboniye okay kwan bia so ye ba ma mo ani age wo kromu a
the quarter for no a mo Europe man ba ne net to Nigeria bro for
Abbas on camp ball has
boss me time nam de ka say me bacho and the say network abani network aya zoom in born again network Abbas say ope bia me ma bia to
0477 I did Asante Kotoko number you are calling
Mazakan he madam
number you are calling
switch off was omunya 0 na la nsunya 4 and 772 into network Abbas say Ghana no short code your short Kotoko network aba 0477 no I catch us Asante number Asante Kumasi Asante Kotoko number is calling and switch off Ngajma zoom in here ne jada bi arena no dia kwashan chao TV kara da wono wo dia kwashan chai zoom ya dia ni ye jani ye tara tie correct la Kotoko na 0 switch off I can check one more 0477 ha can number you are calling has switch off that's a network about well mediator akara for so ba ko na ba kuti machine yesi ho uni so boka ko zongo na si boka yesi ho mu boka for nko de gukara ho ti akwa na offense of you I'm going back to Nigeria I'm going back to Nigeria to go because this match today is be done I'm go back so I know dia kogu Kotoko they say sanity say nyada na no masu eno ayi nsusu anomani sunu odidi amen
ene kwa ne tumo
nti ya hye since 1999 House of Folk share Kotoko 2 neda achaye since 1999 2 nays ya hye 2 ned onansen eye 4 ned and a 3 ned but 2 ned nim ke se sa di 2 ned na beka ho
why
ye sa di 2 ned na sa be peso
omo nya 2 ned ti omo
eti ye kan say
ya chemu
ye enra
continue
and Genesis here can and the ball you pass the 16 first goal 16 you pass 1-2 but so that go pass 16 of late this is the best so that they go can go why low yen we don't team pass 16 but check it so that this your Morocco too much so pass 16
e be say ya o be can it sir mo record not to one
pass 16
mo record pass to one e
go mi Sunday o mo buy pass for on design for Sharu Masters. Afina killer number fee. Fina killer number fee. Eti ya catch us of supporters said ni ehwehwe ni. Ti say kwanu mo bie. Kwanu mo bie. Eti say House of Folk. When now we house ni bia na bia bontia utim say wudidi abia na nya da kro bi di bia boawo.
Nyeza na watala ba moye. Moye watala
Kotoko.
Ebi ati na muzu.
Omo ne club wa top for omo 30-0 awie 0. Azi o mi wuni bo wi aseda. Wa Africa. Africa wai. Africa wai. Ye 206 ye bono wai. Ye bono wai. Na Kotoko. Na Kotoko. Ye ka tournament ye Kotoko abo Kotoko 30-0 awie 0. What you say? Yawe, Yatadini. Strike de bano. Ye bo premium, ye bo qualify you could do group stage. Yes, 0 dey could do. Yes, 0 dey could do.
Na ko to onye league on boy na dey on battle for.
Top 4 na sem ni eka.
Say competition dey on battle for.
Competition be dey on battle for.
Ya mo ho ma we ni. Dey buy.
Yeah, there's the news for that ba. Who's 0477? the Asante Kotoko number you are calling has switched off. Let's see up there is the news at 12.
Oyerepa FM muni, edi kaseba wena muni, we are singing nebremo. Mutio wano pansabio, muya sona muntie. Oyerepa FM muni, edi kaseba wena muni, we are singing nebremo. Mutio wano pansabio, muya sona muntie.
Oyerepa News.
Christ in Tia Adishia, what you say, and Edwada, or Mamma Sama Saka from Tubing, and yes, you could dear by Promise Broadcasting Limited, Hadia, where you did Oyerepa report 7 FM Promise 102.7 Oyerepa TV, Promise TV, social media, and associated Babia, who call Facebook, Oyerepa Radio, also and a Promise Radio, YouTube, Oyerepa 100.9